Hello, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the Saturday night. How's everybody doing tonight? Tonight, we're going to talk about the Chris Watts vibes that we get from Madeline's alleged mother's fiance and some updates and speculation out here about Madeline's mother who could possibly they're alleging that she is bipolar and was messing around with her medications. We got a lot to talk about. I want to say hello to Coupon Mama, Innocent Until Proven Guilty, Yanni, Dee Dee, Angela P, Debbie Nelson, Innocent, Diamonds, hello, 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 Laura P, let's see who else we got in here. Looks like y'all been talking. Rhonda Lynn. I want hard to touch. Do I need to start auctioning off thumbs up? I love you too, Diamonds. Hey Denise, Sammy, Autumn Breeze, Gail, Sandra Stevens, Peppermint Patty, Hola Diamonds, Jenna Kennedy, Myrtle Burke, Rodmilla Rickson, Dee Dee. Let's see who we got. Sandra Stevens, Denise, my three sons, Misty Ray, Miss Kim's, Tree Tree. Let's see who else we got in here. Audria Presley, WR, Debbie Johnson. Welcome, 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 everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Actually, I have a video of Madeline at her 12th birthday. Let me send that. I'm gonna send that to Facebook, and that way I can show you the video of Madeline at her 12th birthday, and then I have a video of her at her 13th birthday. What the heck? Hang on. Okay, hang on. All right, where's the video of Madeline? Here it is. This one is her at her 12th. I know I have one of her at her 13th. I just don't know. Where is that video of her at her 13th? This one here. Okay. So, okay. What is this thing doing? Video. I don't know what it's doing. I'm trying to send this to, I don't know what I've done. Send that one, and then I'll send that one. Okay, I'm going to show you all the first one. This is Madeline. This is a video of Madeline at her 12th birthday party, and she looks very, very depressed, in my opinion, in her 12th. She looks very sad and very depressed. Well, come on. Here we go. Let me pull it up. I have to turn the music of it off because there is some music on there, but I want to pull it up and show you all. This is Madeline at her 12th birthday party. And as you can see, she does not look very happy. She's got, she's pale. She's got dark circles under her eyes. Hey, Tams, how are you? She looks like that she's a little older than 12, like we were talking about last night. She looks just really sad here. She's not smiling. She's got dark circles under her eyes. This is actually her 12th birthday party. She just looks like totally different kid. This was last year. So sad. This is her memorial um, of the people that, you know. Now, they're saying that allegedly I don't know. I wonder too, Mustang Mama. They're saying that allegedly she's already been cremated and there's already been a service for her. I'm not for sure about that. That's not been verified, but it is going around. Hey, Becky Angel. Um, but it is going around. Also, I wanted to say that I also seen today on the talk that allegedly mom was on bipolar medication and liked to play around with her bipolar. Now, this is just speculating that mom would wait and not take her bipolar medicine for like a week and then like take it all at once or something like that. So, if the mom was really on medication like that and was not taking it the way she should have, we might be looking at a different unaliver here. Maybe she was the one who unalived Madeline. Maybe she was the one who did it. Now, there is some stuff going around about the mother and um what's I gonna say? A friend of the mother's aunt, and she's saying that the mom participated in all this speculation. That's just strictly speculation. That's why I'm not showing it because that stuff has not been proven. And a lot of this stuff, yep, this is Madeline at her 12th birthday party. Look how sad she looks at her 12th birthday party. I also have the video of her at her current one, but she looks so sad. Her hair looks darker and everything. Maybe it's the lighting, but um look, she smiles a little bit, but not much. Also, with that being said, I want to show you all this picture I found of her. Now, she was much younger in this picture, not that one. She looks weak there. Look how little. She reminds me of myself. She looks like me when I was that age. But look at this picture. Look, you guys, I want to show you all this. Look at her. She's wearing a crop top, and if you've seen the whole picture, she's wearing heels. Now, why is this little child dressed like this? She's what? Probably 8 or 9 and she's wearing a crop top and heels. Who's putting her in those clothes? To me, this is not appropriate for a little girl that age. I don't know if Stefan was in her life at that time, but I don't know. But look at her there. She looks pitiful. This is her and a doggy. I've got several of her with her dogs. She loved doggies. Yeah. This is her and her biological father and her stepmom. Um, she was a cutie. She did kind of look like her dad a little bit, didn't she? And then this is another picture of her. She could have been probably, this is probably when everything started at this age right here. So yeah, I wanted to show you all this video of her one more time before I bring the other video up. I just wanted to show you all how sad she looked at her 12th birthday party. I've never seen a child so sad in their birthday party. I know, she just looks so sad. She does look like her daddy. They are the only things that didn't judge her or hurt her. Right. Now, I do have video of her at her last birthday party, but very brief video. I have to bring it back up. So this is a video of her at her party. This is actually her. She looks happier at this party. She looks grown at this party. Miss Daisy, glad to see you here at work again listening. So this is a brief video of her at this party. And somehow I think this party triggered that monster. I think he triggered her. It triggered him or her. Yeah, she was nervous. But why are they dressing this little girl? I mean, this dress right here is cute and appropriate, But this one right here, I did not like. I think this one was just a little too revealing. If she hadn't have been in the house with a pervert, it might have been all right. But living around a pervert like that, I don't know. But I did. People were asking to see the video of her, so um, I clipped it and thought I'd bring it to you guys. Is he filming her? I don't know who's filming her at this video. Somebody was there taking pictures of her. They say it was her friends. I'm glad she had pets in the home. I bet they were a big comfort to her. I bet they were too, Jess. She looks so much older for her age. Well, yeah, because, you know, it makes there's hormones there, you know what I'm saying? But the dad gives us I'm going to try to bring up the Chris Watts interview. Let me see if I can find that. And how he acted versus how the stepdad, like the mom and the stepdad both act like Chris Watts. Let me see if I can find the interview when outside the house. This is it right here. And I want you all to see. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. I'm going to take this video down for now and I'll bring it back up later so you all can see it. I just wanted to bring that little bit of her to show you all. And I want y'all to this is actually on from YouTube. So I want y'all to observe how he acts, how nervous he acts versus
Right now, it's you got K9 units, the sheriff's department. Everybody's like they're doing their best right now to figure out like if they can get a scent, see where they went. If they went on foot, they went in a car, they went somewhere. And right now, it's just like they've been on point. They're going through the house trying to get a scent, and hopefully they can pick something up to where it's going to lead to something.
What happened? Your wife came home. Tell me what's.
She came home from the airport 2 a.m. and I left around 5:15. She was still here, and like about 12:10 in that afternoon, her friend Nicole showed up at the door. Like I had texted Shanann a few times that day, called her, say but she never got back to me. But she wasn't getting back to any of her people as well, and that's what really concerned a lot of people. Is like she's not getting back to her. Like if she doesn't get back to me, that's fine. Like she gets busy during the day. But she didn't get back to her people, which was very concerning. And Nicole called me when she was at the door, and that's when I came home. And then walked in the house, and nothing was vanished. Nothing was here. I mean, she wasn't here. The kids weren't here. Nobody was here.
What's your wife's name?
Shanann, Shanann.
What's your kids?
Bella and Celeste.
How do you spell Celeste?
watch him next.
Celeste.
Look at him. He's terrified. He actually is not putting on an act. I mean, not putting on like a cry act. He's just cold as ice water. Where can I get the info to catch up on this case? You can go back on my last live stream. Or there's a couple live streams that you can go back of. We cover everything. Actually, my last live stream that I had, Jenna, is got a lot on there. Or you can go to my TikTok, which is Daisy's Farm, and I post a lot of videos on there on TikTok as well. Plus, we will be going over a lot of stuff back in this live stream if you want to stay and listen. But you can see he's very deceptive, but he's a little more cold.
4, Bella's 4, Celeste's 3.
The mouth. See the mouth? Focus on that mouth.
And so, how many times did you
see how he's biting his lip? We went over this yesterday, remember? Hey, Stitches. Hey, Fonda Cheese Man. See how he's biting his lips? Y'all remember that mommy biting her lips? Classic right there. Classic. Hey, Soul Water. They always seem to bite those lips, y'all.
try calling her?
I called her 3 times, texted her.
Do you see how he was looking up in the air? Remember the behavior panel talking about they looked up in the air. Watch how he looks up in the air, y'all.
I called her.
Look, see, They look up in the air to try to make up a story. I just want to give y'all just a reference of these two people.
3 times, texted her about 3 times just
Like
to
he's almost got a smile on his face. Like you could tell he's lying because he's almost got a smile on his face. Why can't they leave these babies alone? Because they're demon possessed. I believe it's a devil, a perverted devil that's in them. Watch him smile. He's almost got like a smile on his face. Like the mom. He kind of reminds me more of the mom than he does
say,
the guy.
what's going on? Like because after that,
Those eyebrows raised, smirk. Yep. We'll go over a little bit of this, then we'll go back over the moms and the boyfriend.
after I called her and texted her once, it's like, right.
See, he's just like nonchalant. This is what he's thinking. I'm free. Now I can go be with Nicole. That's what this man's thinking right now. Yes, she should be. He looked angry at the man interviewing him. He's the devil. He is Sandra Louise. Okay. He's very arrogant, like he's going to get away with it.
Maybe she was just busy. Like she just gotten back. Like everybody's probably calling her from her trip. She just got back from Arizona, and I figured she was just busy. But when her friend showed up, that's what it was like. It registered like, all right, this isn't right.
Uh-huh. Well, friend, if it wasn't for her friend, you're welcome, Gina. If it wasn't for her friend, he might not be in jail right now. Thank God her friend smelled a rat. We're going to look at his facial expressions, and then we'll go back to the other ones. Watch the blink rate. Watch his blink rate. Watch how he's staring.
You think she just took off?
Blink, 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 blink.
You think?
I mean, right now I don't even want to just like throw anything out there. Like
look at the side of the lip. Remember the behavior panel said some side of the lips, y'all, that the side of the lip goes up. Hey, we're getting good at this.
I hope that she's somewhere safe right now.
I hope you should be praying. It's your children and your wife.
And with the kids.
Look, he's got a freaking smile on his face. This is a flat narcissist right here. Look at him. He's got a smile on his face the whole time. I hope. Really?
But I mean, could she just taken off? I don't know. But if somebody has her and they're not safe, like I want them back now. Like
look at the smile on his face, you guys. This guy is a narcissist. Hey, Bartman. This man is probably more of a narcissist than anybody I've ever seen.
That's what's in my head. Like if they're safe right now, they're gonna come back. But if they're not safe right now, that's the not knowing part. Like if
he's got a smile on his face the whole time he's saying this. He's got a smile on his face the whole time. And check out his blink rate too.
They're not safe. Last night I had every light in the house on. I was hoping that I would just ran over by the kids running in the door and just like barrel rushing me. But
now look at that. Look at that. There they go, adding more to the story. I hope this, I hope that. They're always adding something in there that doesn't need to be, like trying to convince instead of begging. Where are you, Shanann? Where are you, the babies? Where's my babies? Are they safe? He's got this arrogant smile on his face, and he's pushing a story.
It didn't happen. And it was just a traumatic night trying to be here.
Look at that. He has got a smile on his face the whole time. This is a typical narcissist, in my opinion. Look at him.
I'm going to ask some kind of questions.
There it is. There it is, you guys. There it is. How many times did we see that mama do it, y'all? Remember that mama, and I'm going to show y'all here in a minute how many times she done that. That is a sign that they're holding something back. Daisy, I believe that Mr. Watt's girlfriend brainwashed him. He is he's not even really worried, but look at them lips. I'm telling
relationship
you.
with the kids.
I mean, yeah, my kids are my life. I mean, those
Look. He's got a smile on his face when he's saying that.
smiles light up my life. And this, like, I mean, last night, like during like when they usually eat dinner, it was just like I miss them. Like, I mean, I miss telling, hey, you got to eat that, or you're not gonna.
See, he's adding stories in, adding more to it. I'm gonna be done with this just in a minute. I just want to see you all how the mommy acts and how the boyfriend acts. The mommy's acting more like him than the boyfriend. Actually, they speculate that she is a Becky. She holds that lip in, that tucks. Actually, she acts more like him than Stefan does. Makes you wonder, don't it?
Get your dessert, and just like you're not gonna get your snack after. I miss that. Like,
He's telling a story and he's laughing about this instead of caring about his little girls and his wife, he's laughing and trying to feed a story that he loved them. He's trying to convince them of how good of a dad he is.
I miss them, cuddle up on their couches. They have like a Minnie Mouse couch, and so
He's talking about them in past tense. I miss them doing this, that, like they're not coming back. Anybody that don't know the Chris Watts story, they know that this man right here, if you've not familiar with it, he unalived his 15-week pregnant wife and unalived his 2 daughters and stuffed them down gas tanks at his work. Yeah, he got rid of his beautiful family. He totally unalived his whole family to be with another woman. And he's now serving time in prison for this. He's admitted, he's told the story. So we know for 100% fact this man is a liar here.
Sophia couch that they cuddle up on and watch, Bubble Guppies or something. And it was just like,
Okay, so he just found out that his daughter and his wife is missing, yet he's going off on this tangent story. The family didn't want death penalty for him. Shanann's family didn't push the there's Ronald. The family did not push the death penalty on them. They had mercy on him. I think if the family would have pushed it, that they would have got it, but they didn't.
I was it was tearing me apart last night, and I
Look at this. He's got a smile on his face. Seriously, Chris?
I needed that last night, and for nobody to be here last night and to go into their rooms and know that I wasn't going to turn the rain machines on. And I know that I wasn't going to turn their monitor on. No, I wasn't going to kiss them to bed tonight. It was I that's why last night was just horrible. I couldn't do it.
Fake tears. He's laughing. Look at his look. Look at that. That is the devil right there. That is the devil. He knows he's lying and he can't even hold it back. That is the devil. That is the devil right there. Well, look at him.
I want everybody to just come home. Like wherever they're
Really, Chris?
at, come home. That's what I want.
There he went with that lips again. Did you see that? Watch his lip. There he goes. See, that's what I'm telling y'all right there. I'm telling you right now. That lip. Now, let's go back over to Maddie's mom. Because he's reminding me more of Maddie's mom than he is Stefan. Look at Stefan here. He's pale as a freaking ghost. He knows they got him, honey. He done turned that phone over. He knows he's doomed. I think he's crying more. Hey, life's a dance. I think he's crying more over he knows his ex is Grace because they got his phone. This is more why he looks like he's about to die pale. But look, let's go back over at Mommy. Remember when we talked about it? Look, especially right here where she talks about Maddie being okay.
I just hope she's okay.
Now watch. When she says that, look. When she says, I hope she's okay, she grabs that lip because she knows, just like Chris Watts. Now watch, she'll do it again.
When did you notice that she was missing? Because this was at the beginning of the morning.
She got dropped off in the morning. We did not notice until after school pickup at 4 o'clock when I went to go pick her up and she wasn't at school.
So we're going in 24 hours now.
Yeah.
Just about.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No word, no text message, no messages anywhere from her. I've looked at all her social medias. I've looked at all her games she could have played with, any app. No weird conversations, nothing strange. Everything was conversations with just normal friends.
And now we know that the mom is bipolar. And if you've ever been around somebody that's in a manic stage of bipolar, it's quite scary. I'm not saying all people, but I've been around people that's been in manic stages of bipolar before, and they can be violent.
For us,
She knows how to get home
There's
by
that
herself,
side.
as if like
There's that
let's
side
just
thing.
say take a bus or an Uber or something like that. She would know how to get home alone, correct?
I'm not sure. I don't
Look,
know if she would know how to get home.
She's looking up,
Maybe, I mean,
like the behavior
someone-
panel said, looking up, like she's trying to find a way to make herself. I don't know.
I'm thinking if someone got in the car with her and
There's that smile on her face.
if she pointed the way, what roads, she probably could figure out how to get. But like, does she
Same thing Chris Watts does, and smiles from time to time.
know a full address? I don't think she does.
Which would give.
So what do y'all think? Y'all think I'm right? She looks horrible too. She's pale. She looks like she's terrified, but she does throw in those smiles like Chris Watts did, and holding her mouth, especially when she's talking about Maddie. I think whenever she's being untruthful, she grabs her mouth like Chris Watts.
Give me it just puts in my brain that she always comes home with someone.
She always comes home with
There's
me.
no need for her to really
Exactly.
learn. Okay. And you said no time?
There it is. There it is. Chris Watts. I wish I could switch over and show you all side by side how they act. Chris Watts actually acts more like her.
He knows everything. All right. The first
Now
question is
here's the Academy Award winning actor.
if I can get your first and last name and spell them both out for me.
Stephen Stearns, STEPHAN STERNS.
All right, so Stephen, you seem very emotional.
Now, with him, when he's lying, he'll tell the truth with his head. When he's talking about something, he'll shake no while he's saying he's doing it. That's how he's being deceitful. See, your mind knows. So your mind is saying, no, that didn't happen. But he's lying. That devil coming out of his mouth is saying, yep. Here we go.
Right now, explain to us.
And he's putting on a dramatic act to feel sorry for Stefan. Not for Maddie, but Stefan.
I dropped her off. Everything looked fine when I drove away. It's the last time we saw her.
What were the conversations that y'all had in the car when you dropped her off?
Not much. She was asleep for most of the way. Told her have a good day at school when she got out, and I love
Now
her.
notice that when he's saying this, his head is shaking no.
She said, thanks, love you too. That was it.
And so where do you think she could possibly be? I mean, this isn't, as I was told, this isn't normal behavior.
It's not normal behavior. She's not the type that would just run off.
Meanwhile, he is shaking his head no.
We don't know where she could be. And we're scared. We just want her home.
Are you, in a sense, blaming yourself?
It's hard not to.
Why?
I dropped her off early. I could have waited longer.
Man, oh man. Come on. Really? He's terrified's what he's scared of. He ain't worried about Maddie. He knows where Maddie is. He's scared for himself. But I do believe that the mommy acts more like Chris.
She looked okay. She was walking towards the school when I saw her. It was like any other day.
He's shaking his head no, because he knows subconsciously that it's a lie.
So I went on with my day.
So you have a subconscious. You're subconscious. That's why you can be hypnotized. And they find out stuff when you're hypnotized that you might not remember it, but your subconscious remembers it. Hello, Indiana, who's a gal? And so his subconscious is shaking his head no, because they know he's lying, but his mind, he's trying to fool people, but his subconscious is telling the story.
It's hard not to blame myself.
What
There
has the
you go.
conversation been with Jen
For me.
since?
For me.
She's been a lot stronger than me. She's been holding it together really well, but it just keeps coming in waves. Just the reality keeps hitting. We don't know where she is. We don't know if she's safe.
Oh, come on. Now I'm going to go back to Chris Watts when he pulled that cry. But Chris Watts was smelling freedom. I think this man right here got carried away with Maddie. And I think he generally knows he messed up. But Chris Watts saying in the back of his mind right here, freedom. I can go be with my whole bag now. Let's see. Let's go back to the cry. It wasn't even a cry, really.
Just like, I was, it was tearing me apart last night. And I needed that. I needed that last night. And for nobody to be here last night and to go into their rooms and know that I wasn't going to turn the rain machines on. And I know that I wasn't going to turn their monitor on. I know I wasn't going to kiss them to bed tonight. It was that's why last night was just horrible. I couldn't do it.
He can't even pretend. He can't even pretend to cry. He can't even pretend to cry, you guys. Hey, Dale Tilly. I mean, this guy right here is a narcissist if they ever was one. He almost said he was crying. This guy is laughing. Good night, Ronald. Have a good night. Don't forget November, my friends. Okay, Mr. Ronald, we won't. This guy right here, he just knows he's getting ready to have a vacay with his girlfriend.
I want everybody to just come home. Like wherever they're at, come home.
Really? Look at that mouth.
That's what I want.
Uh-huh. Right there you go. There's that lip. Y'all, I'm sorry. Hey, Tracy, how are you? I missed you too, honey. There's that lip, y'all. There's that lip. So let's go back to Stefan. I'm sorry. Yes, he's the devil. Chris Watts is the devil. Hey, Nora Woods, how are you? I think to this day, Chris Watts don't have no kind of. I think to this day, even to this day, he has no regrets of what he did to his child, to his children. Leave alone Shanann. Hang on. Oh, my Timu came in.
Your team came in.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
We're just scared. We just want her home.
Have you, like, literally put boots on the ground, went out?
Yeah, I even went out with the cops where I had dropped her off. And we looked all up and down the road, all along the communities, and there was nothing helpful. None of the cameras recording the street. Nothing, which in 2024 was surprising. The church across the street had some cameras, and they mentioned seeing.
He's probably terrified that the church across the street's camera probably catched him. That's what he's scared of, in my opinion. Chris Watt only regrets he didn't get to have Nicole, his girlfriend. Exactly. He was ready to rock and roll. He wasn't even scared at all. This guy was covering his butt from the abuse. Yep. He knew they had his phone and he was terrified. So I wanted to go over that a little bit. I think Chris Watts actually is more like I'm gonna pull up this picture, this video of more like um Madeline's mom than actually of Stefan. At least Stefan showed some kind of emotions. Madeline's mom showed deception, in my opinion. This is her video of her at her birthday party. And then I'm going to show you video for everybody that's just coming in. I'm going to show you videos of her at her 12th birthday party. She looks better in this video than she actually does in her 12th birthday. Ooh, did you win anything, Nora? Okay, so I'm going to take this down and bring up her 12th birthday party video. Hang on just a second. Where she looks much more sadder. She looks very sad in this video right here. This is of her 12th birthday. Madeline Soto. She barely smiles in this one. For those of you who just coming in, we are covering Madeline Soto. The only update that I have heard is speculation about the mother being bipolar, messing with her bipolar medicines, skipping her bipolar medicines for a week, and then taking them all at once, taking them and waiting till night till they knocked her out all night. So if she was knocked out all night long from her bipolar medicines, then she was up letting this monster get a hold of this little baby girl, in my opinion. Did you all see the charges where he RA'd her on her 12th birthday too? No, I did not see that. Where did you get that from, Tracy? He does make me sick to my stomach. She looks really sad here, you all. Really, really sad. No, I've not seen that. But I wanted to share these videos with you guys because some of y'all haven't seen her. She looks grown in this video, but well, not grown. She looks like a little sad baby girl. But the other one, she looks grown. And then I'll pull up the last. I can't play this music. So, and why did she grab her? Did y'all notice that she's kind of, I don't know, grab it? She kind of grabbed herself there, didn't she? Or is that just me? She's probably knowing that monster's looking at her, you know? She probably knows that he's looking at her. Sad, 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 guys. But I want to bring up some TikTok, well, Talk. I'm not going to say TikTok, Talk videos that I saved tonight. Just with some update on her. I'm going to pull them up and then I'm going to, okay. I'm going to have to cover, when I bring this up, I'm going to cover it with this picture of her because they have rules about the talk on here. So we're really not supposed to show the talk. So here we go. Okay, hang on. Did I bring it up already? Can you guys hear on this? No, I didn't bring the right one up. Hang on. Hang on, you guys.
Find out very limited information. We really only know quite a few things on the boyfriend, but not really the mother. I did find this comment after looking on the internet that people seem to be talking about. I don't know if this is true. Okay, put that in your pocket, but I'm going to read it. Before I read this, I want to say this. As a product of SA myself, there are many different types of situations. We don't know if she did know or if she did not know. There's a possibility of both. Now, with that said, I don't know what kind of grown-ass man works at Disney World, and if you look up the reasons why he got fired, apparently, if that's true, for what was found in his possession, I just found out that a friend of mine works with Maddie's aunt, and she said that the mom knew about him abusing her, and that they would sleep in the same bed, and she watched, and sometimes would join in, and she's getting charged, and the autopsy of Maddie will not be on the news or out there at all. So that mom definitely knew everything. I'm absolutely disgusted. And the mom's boyfriend had a second phone with all of the abuse in there, which is so disgusting and horrifying. She most definitely had some to do in this. Absolutely crazy. The mom is not given it.
Okay, that is speculation to me. We don't know if that's true or not, but that is speculation. I also have pictures with her grandfather when she was a baby and when she was older. I think it's her mom. Um, her mom's father. Seemed like she was very close to her grandfather. I will show you a picture of her and her father. This is her father over here on the left side of the screen. That is her father. Now, that was speculation. We don't know if that is true or not true. We are just assuming that that is speculation. So I'm not, we don't know about that. So that's just, like I said, speculation. Um, I thought I saved more than that. Maybe I didn't. Thought had saved more, but I don't think I did. Let me see. Here's another one. We'll pull it up. All right. Let's pull this one up. There's not really been an update other than okay, here we go.
Suspect in the Madeline Soto case worked at Walt Disney World. Here's a picture of Stephen Stearns working at Disney as a cast member on the Journey into Imagination ride in Epcot just a few months before he was arrested for having CSA material in his phone. There's also multiple posts online that he allegedly wrote about his time as a worker there. He would say things like, as CM, I will only call young girls princess when they are literally dressed up like a princess. I figured they aren't dressed up to not be recognized for it. And that last post was made just 9 days before Madeline was reported missing. He also would say things like, do you think you're putting in a lot of steps on your Disney vacation? Try doing it every day, all year round. Now sprinkle in a little bit of getting screamed at by a guest because their child is too short. Now add a dash of being understaffed to a point where your area can't assign any assist roles. And now you're doing the work of 2 CMs, etc. And according to Madeline's mother, Jennifer Soto's LinkedIn, she is a current Walt Disney member. It says she's currently a vacation planner, and before that, she worked as a reservation sales agent. Let me know what you guys think about this, and as always, I'll keep you guys updated.
Okay, so that's just a little bit of some updates, but other than that, I did hear Bullhorn Betty this morning. She found a post. I should have actually posted that, uh, but she found a post and posted where a woman allegedly um, said that she knowed Madeline's mom and she was friends with her, and that she would save her medicine and take them all at once because she found herself to be more creative with her being more manic than she was on her bipolar medicines, and that she would encourage Stefan to do the same thing. So if that's the truth, that means both of them were diagnosed with bipolar disorder. So because there was only one dog feeder, why is it strange to have a few dogs? I don't know if they were all her dogs or not. I know that fake crying. That fake crying gets you every time. I don't know if they were all her dogs or not, but I know I found these beautiful pictures of her with these doggies, and she obviously loved animals. Look at her. She reminds me of me. I looked like that when I was little. I don't like the outfit that her mom's got her in this one, especially like if you look down, she's got heels on with this outfit. On the original picture, you can see heels. And so I don't like it, especially with the perv running around her house. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. But they are a speculation. I also found on the talk that there was a news reporter saying that he heard that Madeline was strangled allegedly, but they have done the autopsy. But the mother is requesting that they don't release it to the public, allegedly. Now, this is all allegedly. So the mother, I hope they don't let the mother have say because she come out here and ask people. Well, not the police report it too. Allegedly the mom's trying to hold back on all that. I don't know if it's true or not. I've heard it on the talk. Um, these are all speculations that's going around. Nothing has concrete evidence with it. So all we know is that there is a 13-year-old little girl that was found unalive at the place where her mom's fiance was seen changing his tire, and there was inappropriate essay videos of this little girl on his phone going back to 2022 of August. Don't mom have a GoFundMe? The aunt had a GoFundMe. They earned $16,000. The mom's sister, maybe, or aunt, I'm not sure. But they stopped it. They put a halt to it. And oh, thank you, Tracy. Thank you so much. God bless you. This is payback when you help me, Daisy. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you for that. Woohoo! Thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you, Tracy. I hope you're doing. I hope you're doing okay. I do. I hope you're doing okay, Tracy. Thank you so much. God bless you. The mom's aunt. The mom's aunt actually was the one that did it. Well, then they came out and said that someone or the funeral home paid for everything. So I don't know what they're going to do with the $16,000, but I think that mom probably will get some legal. I think the mom's lawyered up. Thank you again, Tracy. God bless you for that. Um, I heard the mom had a GoFundMe too, and the aunt reported it. Well, the mom probably don't need to have one because a lot of people don't believe the mom. And I don't know if I believe her or not either. Oh, God, Tracy, thank you so much. Let me find my cowbell. Y'all, let me find my cowbell. Thank you so much for gifting those memberships. Thank you for the $20 too. Let me see about the memberships, y'all. Hang on, let me see. Hang on. I'm gonna have to go over to my other one to be able to see who got the memberships. Hang on. Let me see. Let's see who got the memberships. Looks like Tamara, Brandy Mulkey, Miss Kim's, Veronica Childers, Bless Lulu. Yeehaw. God bless you, Tracy. God bless you. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much, Tracy, for that. Uh, Channel activity is great. Hey, Kathleen. Hang on, y'all. I have to go over to my phone to be able to see it because I can't see it over on this one. I don't know why StreamYard don't let us see them. But yeah, it's sad that this little girl is yes, thank you so much for those memberships, Tracy. I'm gonna open my hey Angie, my phone line if anybody wants to call in. Now listen, y'all, don't be calling if you're a hater. Last night we got a couple haters in here, and yeah. Aunt did a GoFundMe. Another funeral home offered to do it for free, but it's already paid. The rest of the funds will go to the family. They said that that funeral home paid for it. I missed that bell. You did? I'll give you a ring. My bell, y'all, my bell. But yeah. So last night we went over the behavior panel on what their analysis was on those two. And tonight I just wanted to bring you all a little comparison of Chris Watts and his reaction. And at first I really thought that it was the mom or the stepdad that was more like Chris Watts. But now I'm starting to see that the mom has more of Chris Watts's actions than than the stepdad does. Oh, I'm getting a phone call from Australia. I wonder who it is.
Yanni.
Of course. What's up, Yanni? What are you
You
doing?
know I'm calling you from around the corner.
I know you're calling right
I'm
around the
calling
corner.
you from around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just thought I'd call and be the first one off the block.
Yeehaw!
I have to be the first one off the block.
There you go. There you go.
Hold on, let me turn down the TV. So I just wanted to let you know that you're doing so well. I'm
Thank
proud
you,
of
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
I don't care what anyone says, and I love you. And that's all I wanted to say.
I love you too. What do you think about Chris Watts versus? Do you think Chris Watts acts more like the mother, or do you think
The mother.
the mother? I do
The
too.
mother. Yeah.
I think so too.
I spoke to Shannon's brother Frankie a few times about everything because he had a lawsuit going. There's a lot happening, still happening. She was such a beautiful person, Shannon. She had very serious OCD, and for those creators to make fun of her after she was unalive that way is just so horrible. And for her family, it's torture. But she's the one that's acting like him.
I think so too. I think the mom acts more like Chris.
And the thing is that the reason why he's all sobby is they've got his phone. So he knows he's in trouble. He knows he's gone.
Yep.
God knows what he's got on that phone because I don't feel like she would be the only victim. They usually have a few.
Well, they said he had a second full.
Trophy,
did you hear that?
If they keep trophies, then they're serial offenders most of the time. So.
Right. And did you see the little outfit she had on? And I don't like that. I don't like that she's dressed like that.
I mean, I wouldn't. My child would never have worn anything like that. Never.
I mean,
she was still in bows, and like I still made her put the big bows on and the matching dresses and stuff. She didn't like it when she got to about 11, but she still participated because that's all she had. I didn't buy her clothes like that. Definitely not heels. She put my heels on and play dress up, but
she was still a baby.
Actually wear them. Yeah, she would put my shoes on and there'd be like a boat on her. And she'd just walk around, but I didn't let her go out of the house like that.
Yeah.
So
or
I didn't let her walk around like that, which tends to make me feel like he wanted her to dress like that.
Exactly.
The plain dress up. Yeah, see, the plain dress up thing is a very big thing in say child abuse. The dress up thing is an issue. They do tend to dress you up to, appease whatever it is their fantasies are.
Yeah.
Right? So, seeing her dressed like that makes me definitely feel like he chose those clothes, not the mother.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because as a mother, your child, when they're a child, they're always a child. So when you go shopping to buy them clothes, you're buying for a child. Only he would be the one to buy inappropriate. I mean, the mother allowed it.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion. I don't know if it's true, but that's how I feel. The
I
mother
think so
allowed
too.
it. That's a very, I mean, she's her belly, I mean, that's, how old is she then? 10?
She looks like she's about 10 or 11, and that's when it really first
She looks
started.
about 10 or 11 because
Yeah,
she filled out a bit more in her last birthday.
yeah.
Because I've noticed. So she's definitely childlike in that. And to have, look how high those shoes are.
I know they're high
don't even
heels.
wear high shoes like that.
I know. If you look
Anymore.
at the regular picture, let me see if I can take this down so you all can see it a little better. This streaming at the bottom. So
They
you,
look
there you go.
extremely high.
Yeah, they're little heels for sure.
They look pretty high, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have them that high, but I don't tend to pick them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They
I mean,
they hurt.
for her to be running around with a
Like
pervert. I mean,
that.
he's a pervert. I don't know.
I feel like that was something that. Can you just go play with your ball over there? I feel like he dressed her like he wanted her to be dressed like that. Because then I see her as a child in other shops.
Oh yeah.
So I'd say if the mother, any mother, even if they're abusive mothers, they tend to buy you children's clothing. Unless they're like the one that adopted me, where you get dressed up like a little doll with ribbons and all that in your hair, and you actually look like a doll.
Yeah.
But you don't look like that any other day. So the dress up thing is something that is very key to abuse. A lot of people don't know that, but I know that. And it's very scary that she had clothes on like that. It makes me really uncomfortable. So from what I was watching last night, and it's good that Tracy brought it up, is that they had proof that on her birthday, he was always hurting her on that day.
On every birthday?
Every birthday. From what, it seems that's what they're coming out with, yeah. They found, I think, 2 birthdays prior to this one that's on the screen where there's abuse. And if you watch her for like any amount of time, like you actually watch the videos of her, she does the cover thing. She covers herself.
Did you just see it?
And she's looking. Yeah, she's looking out. Like she's probably looking at him and doing that.
Well, yeah, she actually grabs her little private area in that video.
Yeah.
I wonder, that's really. Huh?
Like, and if you see the way she covers it and she's looking sideways, so he must have been standing
like she's embarrassed.
She's looking at, yeah.
Like she's embarrassed, yeah. And then she rocks back and forth after she does that. See?
And that's a comfort thing. Rocking back and forward is a comfort thing that a lot of abused children do. I've seen it. I saw the kids rocking and doing that stuff a lot. So yeah, it's a comfort thing.
I thought that was odd. That was an odd position that she did. Like almost like she didn't want him to look at her.
She's awkward. She feels uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable.
She does. You can definitely.
Yeah, you can tell. Like she's like autistic kids. The way she's moving, my son is not abused in any way. He tends to do those things.
See, she kind of grabs at herself a little bit. Yeah. It's almost like she covers her private area. Maybe she's noticed that he's staring at her. She might be noticing that.
You can see she looks to that side a few times. Like just briefly, she'll just look over and then she does the cover.
Yeah.
She looks back and she does it again.
She
It's
probably
creepy
knows he's
standing
staring
there.
at her, the pervert.
Mm-hmm.
So sad.
Gross.
Poor baby.
I just hope that mother, because what I've seen with little Harmony, I don't want to see happen to this kid. I want that mother to rot in jail just as much as he does, because in my opinion, allegedly, she knew all the whole time. She knew.
And letting it happen, you think? Because she didn't want to lose him?
She didn't want to lose him.
That's
And a lot of women will put a man over their children.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to tell you more important than your children. Never pick a man over your children. Don't ever do that. Ever. Don't.
No.
It's really not worth it.
I wouldn't
anyway,
even.
I'm going to get off. I think someone else is trying to get through.
Okay, well, thank you for calling.
All right, love you.
Love you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye, honey. But yeah, this is her on her 12th birthday. For anybody that's just tuning in, I'm sure all the relatives are in front of her with all the candles lit. She just looks excited and happy to me. She looks sad in this one. A lot of people with bipolar disorders are highly, really none of your business. Now, I have known a few people that was mantically. I'm getting a phone call. Hang on. Let's hope it ain't somebody that's being a brat.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Hello, you're live with Daisy.
Hi, Miss Daisy. It's Rachel again.
Hey, Rachel.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. How about you?
I'm doing good. I agree with you about the Chris Wolf thing. I know what you're talking about when you're saying that, but I think Stephen more reminds me of Chris Wolf as far as like saying that hope she's all right, or acting like he doesn't know what happened to her or anything like that, when we all know that he knows what happened to her.
Exactly. I agree 100%. I think they both got a little bit of Chris Watts in them, don't you?
Yes. I think it's a little bit both, but I believe a lot of it is on Stephen, and I agree with you with the mom. Like everyone's listening on YouTube and stuff, everything that you've been saying is all lying. Unless everything that comes out of her mouth is all lying.
Yeah. She's definitely terrified of something coming out. She know they had the phone. She knows she was in trouble, in my opinion. And I do think that she was looking away. I think he was the last person to have her daughter. And I think that she had suspicions. And I think deep back in her mind, she thought maybe she knew, maybe she didn't, but she at least suspected, in my opinion.
Yeah. And I still stand like, and what people have been saying, what the aunt said about her participating and stuff. I still feel that he either seen it or watched it or whatever, or she knew and just didn't do nothing about it, which makes it just as guilty as different.
Amen. If you see something, say something. Especially, us mothers, we're supposed to protect our children, and we're supposed to watch them around these monsters. And there's no monster man more important than our own precious littles. You know what I mean? And I feel like that if she did know, she was definitely protecting this monster, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm just like everyone else. I'm on the edge of my seat because I'm ready to see what the autopsy report says. So I'm like, well, everybody else, let's see the autopsy report already. I mean, I know it takes time and everything. That's just, it's like I'm on the edge of my seat to wait to see what's next.
Well, they say the mommy's trying to block it from getting put out. Yeah, so
that's crazy. She shouldn't be saying anything. What say does she have? Everything she says is a lie.
Exactly. She shouldn't have no rights, especially if they have the evidence against her, like everybody's saying that they do. We don't know until, it's actually comes out, but still yet, you know, it's just sad. These poor children, this poor little girl, her and Audrey Honeycutt. I just feel so
Yeah.
bad for them all.
Yeah, I've been following that Audrey's case also. It's just everything's sad. This whole situation shouldn't have even happened.
I just don't see me. I just can't believe they cremated this little girl so quickly. That they
Yeah,
allowed the
I heard that.
cremation.
Yeah. I don't understand that, but that's what I want to say. I don't want to keep going. Nobody's got to be probably trying to call. I just wanted to say that real quick.
I
So,
appreciate you calling, and you call back anytime.
hey, you too, Miss Daisy. Have a good night.
Okay, you too, honey.
Bye.
Bye, honey. Hello, Miss Marita. How are you?
Hello, Daisy. How are you? Hi,
I'm
chat.
doing okay. Hey, Lone Star.
I
So,
just
what do
wanted
you?
to give
Go
my
ahead.
opinion on this.
Okay.
The mother is as guilty as can be.
I
I
think you're
I
right.
I agree past what Yanni says. I think the mother used her as a bait tool with this guy. Like, I'll
You
let
never
you
know.
use her,
I mean, look at this
but you
outfit.
gotta love me,
Look at
kind
this
of thing.
outfit. That's not an appropriate outfit to be running around.
Well, that but I do want to say the picture where she seems to cover herself, and
Yeah.
that I've done that out of being just you don't know what to do with your hands. They were singing happy birthday to her,
Thank you, Rachel.
and you
Yeah,
get
that's
very
true.
embarrassed at that, don't you? Don't you, when people sing happy
Yeah.
birthday and you
I'm
don't know what
serious.
to do? You don't know how to stand. You don't know where to put your hands. And
Yeah.
I think that was probably more what was going on, but he
Uncomfortable.
was in there, made it even more uncomfortable.
And she probably knew what was going to happen after
Or what
party.
already happened before the party.
Right.
And so she felt twice as uncomfortable. Because,
Right.
I think most of us, when people are singing happy birthday to us, we don't know how to stand. Where should we be singing to? Do we
Yeah.
just let people sing to us? It's a weird thing, happy
It
birthday.
is.
I
It
think it's a
is.
weird thing anyway, but I do it.
A
And
child that's been.
but the clothes, I know. See, I have a lot of friends with girls her age,
Mm-hmm.
and they were complaining last year and the year before that they couldn't get anything to cover their children all the way up. Everything was crop topped. And I
Yeah.
noticed that
True.
these girls walk around crop topped
Well, this
because,
one has a crop top on right there. I didn't like
yeah,
it. In heels.
yeah, because that's all there is.
I don't
And
like it.
I don't like it at all. I was just
Mm-mm.
looking at pictures tonight of all my friends' kids going off to the spring fling dances. They
Yeah.
barely got any clothes on.
She
And
looks
I
like
never
she's
thought
about
I would sound
15.
like this. But that
Well, with all these little kids, these little girls, these
they
little
want to
children.
grow up too fast. And this kid probably
Uh-huh.
wanted to be a kid. She didn't want to grow up. Look at
I'll
that
tell you
pretty
what,
dress.
I know.
That's a
When
nice
I
church dress right there.
when I first got molested, I did not know what S was. I did not know. It was very confusing. I knew it wasn't right. And hey, Sleuth Fairy, and I'm gonna put a trigger warning up. It was very confusing. I knowed it wasn't right.
Hey,
I
Sleuth.
I didn't know that there was more than one hole down there at that time. I knew he was using one, but evidently, now that I look back, I think he used both. But still, I didn't understand it,
No.
and it was very curious. It was shameful. I didn't want to say nothing because I knew it would cause trouble. It would cause my aunt, who was my favorite aunt, it would cause a big fallout. And that's when I started acting out and peeing on myself. I remember peeing on myself up until I was 8 years old. We'd be at a wedding and I'd pee on myself. Like,
It's
I
not your
don't,
fault.
I know, but that's just how I felt. And I'm sure she didn't understand it either.
No. And I know kids are supposed to be like they learn a little too
Prissy.
quick nowadays, but she probably had no clue because how long this man's been in that house is
Yeah.
how long this man has been abusing her. It didn't just start.
Mhm.
This is something that's probably been going on. What did they say? 5 years he's been there?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Seven,
probably for
7 or 8
5 years. So
years.
you're talking in her late, like 9, 8, 9 years old,
Yeah.
7 even. And she knows no other life. And
Exactly.
that's the scary part. This poor
Exactly.
girl didn't know that it probably wasn't normal. And then she realized, probably right at the end, that, oh no, this is wrong. Maybe I got to tell somebody. And maybe she did tell somebody.
That's what weird. I'm surprised none of her friends has come forward. Maybe they
Well,
have to the police.
personally, if you
Hey,
think about it,
Lola.
she would probably go to a school counselor over a
Uh-huh.
friend because even at that age, I knew not to trust my friends. And though I was grabbed by my girlfriend's father, I was not
Yeah.
sexually,
Infiltrated.
I wasn't, yeah, no, nothing like that. I
Yeah.
was clothed, but he used to put his hands places that they didn't
Probably
belong.
shouldn't have been,
And
yeah.
I went to an adult. I didn't go to a kid because I knew how kids were. And
Yeah.
it stopped right away. And he was just a. I never told my father because I know my dad would have killed him or
Right.
my brothers. So
And
I
see,
went
that's
to.
why I never said nothing to my oh, thank you, Soul Water. Hey, Deborah Ann. Oh, let me get my cowbell. Hang on,
Oh,
Marita.
I thought I buried that.
Oh Lord, I dropped it off
Oh,
the
get
floor.
ready, everyone. She's
See who
got
all
the
got the.
bell.
Let's see who all got the thing. Thank you, Soul Water. Thank you, thank you. God bless you. Let's see who got the membership here. Mama Four, Miggy, Flippy, Rain Girl, and Rachel Burton. Woo!
All fine people.
Yeehaw! you. I love you too, So Water. Thank you so much. God bless you.
This
Thank you, thank you, thank you. You and that cowbell, y'all. But
and like most children who are essay, this kid didn't stand a chance.
she
Not
didn't
with her
stand.
mother involved. And
Thank
I
you,
will
So
take it to my
Water.
grave. I'll fight on the highest hill. That mother knew.
She
That
knew.
mother knew everything.
I believe so too. I
And
do.
and I told you even before they discussed
Oh,
her lips. I said, "Look at her pursed lips. How she's sucking in." I said, "She's trying not to
just like
break.
Chris Watts.
She's
Do you
trying to
think
bite her." I think she was trying to cry. She was trying to bite her lips. I thought to
Hi
cry
Ricky?
because there wasn't a damn tear in her eye.
There was none.
I
He had
mean,
more tears and he was pale as a ghost. He's
yeah,
scared.
well, his were fake too, but yeah, he was pale as a ghost because he knew it was eventually the hammer was coming down.
I think he was thinking about his butt because they had his phone.
Well,
You know,
his butt's
that's
going to
what
get a
happened.
lot of use now in prison. Let's just put it that
They'll put him in general pop.
way.
Let me ask
Eventually,
you a question. Do you think Chris Watts acts more like the mother or him or both?
I don't know
Did
who
you
Chris Watts is.
right here? Let me pull it up. You the one that killed Shanann, annihilated his family. This is him right when they were looking
There's
for
so
his.
much stuff going on. Oh,
This is
yeah,
his-
there, right there, the lips. Trying
exactly.
to get some
Now this
tears.
man here unalived his wife, who was 15 weeks pregnant for their son, and his 2 little
Oh,
toddler.
he's the one who took the boys, right?
No, he's the one that stuffed his little girls down a tank that he worked at.
Yeah,
That he did
okay. All right.
oil
It's coming
tank.
back. See, isn't it sad
Yeah.
that there's so many of them? We
Hey,
need a
Lindsay.
scorecard.
I know. But let me
Look,
let you watch it for just a second and tell me if you think
look
he
at
acts more like the
those
mom.
lips. I don't trust anybody who sucks their lips.
Yeah,
That's why last night was just horrible.
watch
I
him.
couldn't do it.
He's got a smile on his face the whole time.
I want everybody to just come home. Like wherever they're at, come home. That's what I want.
Watch him lips. See what I'm
First
saying?
clue, right there. Right
That's
there.
a
First
big red
clue.
flag.
I mean,
And
yeah,
he's
we
smiling
do
like the
laugh
mom.
when we're nervous and stuff, but no, that
No,
wasn't a nervous laugh.
he admitted to it. They actually, Shanann, they're interviewing him because they're looking for his 2 children and his pregnant wife.
Yeah,
And this is his
yeah.
reaction. He's just not acting right.
No.
Look at him. He had a lover. He killed him because of his lover. He wanted to be with his lover.
I mean,
Needed
that's
that
the
last night.
dumbest.
He's been convicted. He's admitted to
He
it and
looks
everything.
like all
For
happy and
that, for
stuff.
nobody to be here
Oh,
last
look
night
at the smile
and to
on
go
his
into
face.
their rooms and know that I wasn't going to turn the rain machines on. I know that I wasn't
A bit
going to turn
of a
their
big
monitor on.
cry.
No, I wasn't going to kiss them to bed tonight. It was. That's why last night was just horrible. I
See,
couldn't
he's
do it.
shaking his head no too, just like Stefan.
Yeah.
Look,
I want everybody to just come home. Like wherever they're at, come home.
now he
That's what I
don't
want.
even act like. Now watch
No,
him put a lip.
that biting the lips
Deception,
to me is
deception,
always
deception.
biting the lips is always the giveaway because they're trying to make tears.
And he was shaking his head no, like Stefan was
Yeah,
doing.
yeah, no instead of yes. And
That's their subconscious mind telling them
exactly.
that's letting it out. That's why I say
And
I
that
think
poor little girl, she seemed so sweet
I
and
know.
so she's just her life since that man's been in it has maybe
Been
before,
a
but
nightmare.
so the
Yeah.
mother's just as guilty to me,
I
if
think so
not
too.
more guilty, because she put the child in that position.
Yep.
She
She
left
did.
the child with her. I mean, I know my nieces and nephews are not left with anybody.
Yeah.
They were only left with us, mostly my mom. Like if my brother and sister-in-law went out to dinner or something, a wedding,
Uh-huh.
my mom babysat or one of us would
Yeah.
step in. And
Mm-hmm.
they didn't have, they actually had a nanny, and it was my sister who kind of lived there half the time, and
Yeah.
it's the way it should have been.
Right.
And thank God they were all safe growing up. And my great nieces and nephews, same thing.
Yeah.
But it's
Happy birthday, Lindsay.
happy birthday, Lindsay.
Is it Lindsay's birthday, you guys?
I don't know. Somebody say happy birthday to her.
Yeah,
Innocent
happy
is.
birthday. Oh, happy birthday
Birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
dear Lindsay.
Happy
Happy birthday to you.
you.
May
Yes,
you live
happy
1,000
birthday,
years. May you live 1,000 years. Get plastered, you. Happy birthday to you. That's what we sing.
I want to tell you a song that my grandfather used to sing a long time ago, and I know you know it. And it's called "You Are My Sunshine."
Oh, I hate that song.
You hate it?
It's
thought
about
you
a
would
child
love it.
dying.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Grandpa used to sing it all the time.
Oh my God! It's a beautiful song, but it's about the
Uh-huh.
death of a child.
I had no idea about that.
You are my sunshine, I think in the second verse you realize it's that.
Oh my gosh,
As
that's
I
so
was
sad. I
walking.
never knew that.
Yeah, oh yeah. That depresses me, that song. But it is a cute little pretty song.
It is.
And that's why I hate it when it was on the end of any summer videos. Because
Oh,
I used to go like, oh no, take that off in my head.
yeah.
And I'm going to drop down who was ever saying about the telephone. I just wanted to come up and
No,
state
you
my
can sit up here and talk to me if you want to. I'm fine. I like having you up here. Everybody enjoys you up
but
here.
that's just my opinion on the. I think she was uncomfortable when they were singing to her, and then she looked and saw that guy, and she was even
Yeah.
more uncomfortable. But I think a lot of us, I know, like I said, when people sing "Happy Birthday" and stuff, you kind of like just stand there looking stupid, and
Well,
it's a weird thing. And
it
then you
is.
spit on a cake and give people pieces of it when you blow out
Uh,
the candles.
all she wanted to go do is play with her friends. I didn't see
Yeah,
no
she wanted
friends.
to hang out.
I know. I
She
think
probably
she
went to go see
probably
Taylor Swift songs
hang
and, go
out with her
do that
friends.
kind of stuff. Go get all our friends, go to a movie. Do
Mm-hmm.
do teenage girls, 13. 13 was a great year, You're starting high school soon.
Oh, Lindsay, I'm sorry. Lindsay said, "Thank you, Miss Daisy, for singing happy birthday to me. I love it, especially where my mom has passed away. She was the one that always would sing happy birthday to me. Thank you so much."
Oh, Lindsay.
Oh, Lindsay.
Give me your
Well,
phone
I'm
number.
glad,
My
even
sister will
though
call you every year on your birthday and sing to you.
I'm glad that we could sing happy birthday, even though I sound like a scalded dog squalling.
Uh,
But
if anybody on here could sing like an opera singer, go for it.
yeah, well, I had a bad, not to change the subject, but I had a dream last night that I went back to working as a nurse and I was in this place. I don't know why I had this weird dream, but Auntie Sherry was the patient and she
Oh,
was in a little pistol getting out of the bed and I had to go
oh,
hunt her down and put her back in the
oh,
bed.
God,
I
Sherry.
know, I don't
Oh,
know why I had a dream like that
you've
last
been
night.
thinking about her probably.
Yes, I have been thinking about her.
Because if I think about somebody too hard, I'll suddenly have a dream about them.
That must have been it. But I know that she would be a little pistol
Every
if I
time
were
I hear the song from Jefferson Airplane, uh, White Rabbit, I think of her.
Auntie Sherry.
Yeah, she was always singing that. One pill makes you smaller, one pill makes you strong, and the
Very
pill
sweet
that
too.
mother gives you. She sang that every time she was on panel.
I didn't pay attention to it.
Yeah. Go ask Alice. And she, yeah,
Thank you,
every time I
boyfriend.
hear it, because I listen to classic rock radio station and they play it like 3 times a day. I'd say, oh my
Um,
God, Sherry, I do miss her for
she
funny
stays over
stuff.
on Miss Ann's channel all the time, I reckon.
I see her once in a while on Matthew.
Yeah, yeah. Matthew's
Yeah,
channel.
and she used to be up on your sisters, but I don't see her there because I
Uh,
only flick through. I don't really the only station I really
my
is
sister's
you.
not went live in a while. She's not been going live. I don't know why.
She did for baking
Mhm. Yeah,
earlier
she
in the
did
week.
one. She did one.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was it. Now you say it doesn't pop up on my thing,
yeah,
but
she's
you're
not.
the only two I follow. Like if I'm like just happen to be going through YouTube and I see there's Matt or
Mhm.
Nelly.
Uh-huh.
I want to know now. Now I'm going to go off topic if I go to her, so I won't. I just was curious why her language, how she can still keep a page.
That's a good question.
I mean, you worry if we say shite,
Sheet.
and she says way more than that. But all right, let's get back to this little
I
girl.
was
I
coming.
with
I
Yanni,
was.
too.
I was on Matthews last night. I did.
Yeah,
I go.
I went to it because you were on there, and he
Well,
was nice.
he was. He's starting to find out that these YouTube streets ain't what they're
Yeah,
cracked up to
see,
be. That
live
people
and
get
learn.
mad at you. Yeah, that people get mad at you for no reason and will just hate you.
Yeah,
And I don't understand that. I don't get the hate.
I don't
I don't.
understand hate to begin with, so I just don't.
I know. I mean, I can understand if you don't agree on a subject. Like me and you, we got two different opinions on things,
Yeah,
but
but
we
we just
still,
either stay away from them
or
or
we
we'll
just comment on them,
babble a
and there
little.
you go. And so, um,
And,
I do think somebody went and tattletaled on us the other day in the USA live stream. She said somebody
oh,
was in
did
there.
you see the message she gave you? She
Mm-mm.
wants to do a collaboration with you.
Really?
Yeah,
Where did she do a message at?
right on the right after you had said thank you,
Uh-huh.
because I had clicked on that because that's the one I watch, and she
Mhm.
said it would be great. Let's contact each other. Be great to do a collaboration.
Oh my goodness, that would be awesome.
You didn't
I
see
think
it?
I did not
Oh,
see
I
it.
would have emailed. I would have texted you, inboxed you right away. I thought maybe you were still on because it was right
Well,
after you had commented.
so maybe
They
I'll
only
go over
stay
there
up
and
12 hours,
tell her
so
to
it's not going to
message
be there
me
now.
and yeah,
So
maybe I'll
what was her name? Jenny Lynn,
Jenny something. Yeah, Jenny
Jenny
Lynn.
Ann.
Yeah.
I'll find
But
and you can
I
you
wonder what
email her
collaboration we could
whatever
do.
or just write on the page, one of the
Yeah.
pages, one of the cameras that I
I
think that would
think
be a great idea.
yeah, the more we can bring awareness to
Yeah.
Kensington, the better, you know.
No, she was what she wanted after she realized that we weren't being like gawkers, that we were
Mhm.
teaching people, was just that
Yeah.
their name US Stream was still being shown when you put up
No,
a video,
she
which it was. You weren't
yeah,
blocking
she
anything.
wanted it to be, and we were putting the link out too.
Yeah.
And so
And I
after that, she was okay.
yeah, I think she
With it.
realized that we were and then when I said I live here and I told her where I lived,
Yeah,
it's like, "Oh, okay."
you give us a lot of information on Kensington here, where you're, a person that lives there and
I'm
everything.
only 6 miles from that area,
Right. So yeah.
and it affects probably 1,000 kids up in this area
Oh, yeah, I
because
can imagine. I'd
we
say it
don't
affects
sell
people.
drugs up here, so they go down there and then bring them back. But
Oh,
anyway, I
that's
wanna
sad.
get back on that little girl. I don't wanna go off topic here, but
Oh,
I
it's
think
okay.
that mother is guilty. I feel bad that they dressed the little girl up to be too old, but I do understand it's hard to find, Yanni's right though about kids' clothes and
Mhm.
being dressed up. They do dress them up.
They do,
But
and it's
but
sad.
my scary part is this kid probably walked around the house in shorts and a t-shirt and she was probably just starting to trigger
She was
warning
just a baby.
develop
Yeah,
and probably wasn't wearing anything under her t and he was probably in his glory.
yeah,
So
and
I
you
think this has just been going on much too long, and he finally and like Yanni said, every birthday. So she probably had no birthday to look forward to. It
not
probably
after that
cringed her
monster.
and scared her and upset her more than anything that, oh no, it's my birthday.
Yeah,
What's
that's
he
the
going to
sad
do to me
part.
this year?
Yeah,
But
and I think there was somebody that said that, hey, Spike World, how are you? There was somebody that said on the talk It was alleged. You know, we all hear it. Everything you hear on the talk
Yeah.
is
Oh,
not.
yeah. It's
But they were saying that she was strangled, allegedly, that there was a news reporter saying that law enforcement had talked with law enforcement or knowed somebody, or I don't know
Well, I
exactly.
believe that, and probably in the
Speculation.
middle of something.
If
But
I had to guess, I think it was because look at Shambane Ramsey, what happened to her.
yeah.
Yes, call the police station. They own them cameras, not Livestream USA. Oh, I don't know. I don't I don't know.
Um, Spike's World, it's supposedly, from what I'm told, they are police cameras, but that have been hacked into. But I'm
I thought
starting to
so.
wonder if that's true because the things they're showing, our police department would not show.
Well, and the woman actually adjusted those cameras. She stopped us from watching them. She put
Yeah.
those cameras on signs.
And I
So
think the
she's the
person who
control.
runs them goes
Yeah.
by the name Feline Fee.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
She was actually really nice after she found out we were
oh
giving them.
yeah, she was more apologetic than anything.
Yeah,
And
I think
when she found out we weren't using it just to gawk at people,
exactly. I think so too.
and a lot of people, like I said, I'm on that Faces of Kensington page. People just they don't want to be gawked at, and some of them don't want to be found. They're down
Exactly.
there for a reason, to get away from everybody. And because parents will put out things, have you seen this person? And they'll say, yeah, and
100%.
they don't want to be found. They're fine.
I
But
actually I've not gonna stream it no more because I am afraid. Just I know it just takes them to get mad one time at you, and I
well,
kind of do worry about
she
that.
actually has no say in the matter
We
because
will. My
she couldn't turn you
person.
off from it because of it's not her. But I gotta talk to my landlord. He's a detective with Special Victims Unit, and
Oh wow.
he could tell me whose
Okay.
cameras they are. I'll see him on
In
Tuesday. He's coming
Kensington.
here
Well,
Tuesday.
she actually had control of both cameras. She put them back.
Oh yeah, she did because she found out we were honest people
Yeah. So
and
I
that we
believe
weren't, we were educating, and that's what's most important is education.
right.
And
She wasn't bad after that. I mean, she was actually being truthful. I did
I
find it. You
didn't
know,
realize at first that she was talking to us. And she
I
said,
didn't either. Well,
Mom,
I thought I seen it, but then somebody's calling in. Hang on just a second. I hope it ain't a bad person.
Call from. To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
You're live with Daisy.
Hey, Daisy.
Hey, who am I speaking with?
It's Rick from Florida.
Hello.
Ricky from Florida.
How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Hey, I've been thinking about this case,
Uh-huh.
and I kind of think outside the box sometimes.
Uh-huh.
But they haven't charged him with her death yet.
No.
They've only charged him with what was on his phone. So I'm thinking maybe that she did this, and they're trying to gather the evidence because of what she's told so far. And she was jealous of the little girl and the attention that he gave her. And he's guilty of a lot of stuff that I don't think maybe he might not be guilty of committing the crime. The disposing of her in the woods and that, yes, but the actual crime, maybe not.
yeah.
Especially if she was having episodes of manic bipolar. Like I knew a woman that was that way, and she was actually in our nursing school, and she came to
Right.
class telling everybody that she was in a hotel room the night before naked with a gun and a fifth of vodka, and was ready to end it all. I mean, that's how manic
Oh
she
my God.
was. And so when
Yeah,
they
but,
go,
there's a lot of moms out there that are actually jealous of their own daughters.
oh
I mean,
yeah,
especially when it becomes to a boyfriend or a step parent. And
hmm
she was getting to the age where, you know, he may have been showing her more attention just because of the things that he was doing. And
hmm
she became so enraged and jealous that she might have done something really stupid.
yeah, and that might be why she was
That's
scared.
a real good.
Yeah,
Oh, she's lawyered up.
yeah, that's what I
So
heard. She got a
either,
lawyer.
yeah, and she's told so many different stories. She changed her appearance and she changed her Facebook twice, and so for her to be bipolar, she sure does know how to, do some skinny things here lately.
Well, they said she
Anyway,
was playing with her medicine, like she would go a week without taking her bipolar meds, and
and
then
that's not good.
no, because
That's not good.
she said she was more creative that way, and then she would take them all at once,
Right.
and that would knock her out at night. You know what I'm saying?
Well, people that take that type of medicine, they don't like to take it anyway. They'll go on it and then they'll go off of it because they like the manic episodes. They like to hear the voices. They
Mm-hmm.
entertain that stuff. So, 'cause my brother was schizophrenic and it was
Uh-huh.
hard to get him to take medication. I
Yeah.
mean, it was almost impossible. So,
And there's a
but
fine line
you know,
between schizophrenia and bipolar. They're
Oh,
they're
thank
just
you,
right.
right
girl.
there at that edge.
There is. I mean, some people. Well, he was diagnosed with both, and so many doctors said so much different stuff. But maybe that's the reason why she didn't show up to the birthday party because she was so jealous that they were even having her a birthday party.
Right.
Because evidently they haven't had her birthday parties in the past because there were no pictures or nothing about her being
Well,
the special one on her birthday.
well, now I did show a video of her 12th birthday. Did you see it? She had one
No, I
last
didn't
year.
see that one.
Yeah, I'll play it
Did
again
she?
for you to see it, but she did have one last year, and she actually looked more sad in that one than she did this one.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah,
these people are so crazy. I mean, these kids and these parents and these kids. I mean, these parents doing this stuff to these kids is sickening.
it's sickening.
I
The
mean, this
world
world
is,
ain't get. It's evil. It's just evil.
it's so evil. It's so evil. She looks in this picture right here that I got up. She just reminds me of myself. I look a lot like that
Yeah,
at that
I heard
age.
you. I heard you talking earlier about some experiences, and that's.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what our children grow up. Some of them tell, some of them don't tell. Some of them live with it for their lifetime and don't ever say nothing.
Yeah.
And we wonder why they're odd. Well, that's why.
Or they
You
get on
know, I'm just
substances and
old. I'm
stuff.
old, but still,
Yeah,
I don't know.
me
I
too.
just don't see it getting any better.
No, it's
It's
getting
the
worse.
evil, evil world.
The more
Well, what do you think
pornography.
about?
Go ahead.
What do you think about the little boy that's missing with the autism?
I really haven't looked into that case a whole lot yet, but I actually am going to try to deep dive in that tomorrow when I'm off and
You
try to
might
find
need
out
to
more.
because I mean
Hey, Hillbilly.
that's a sketchy, that's a kind of sketchy parenting thing
Yeah,
going on there too. I
they're
mean,
looking.
I don't understand that one either.
They're looking through a landfill right now for his little body,
Right.
just like Quentin
Well,
Simons.
there was a little girl in Florida that witnessed, and they took our trash all the way to Georgia and had to go through the trash to look for her. And everybody say, why in the world would they take trash that far away from where you actually live? But that's what happened down here too. And it was quite a ways that they were taking the trash and dumping it when they had to go through the trash. Of course, they found her, but thank God they did. But it wasn't a good outcome. But I'm still saying closure for.
Yeah, it's very sad. I'm getting ready to pull up that
Horrible.
video of her at her birthday party right quick so you can see it too. But yeah, I mean, do you feel like that? Who do you think Chris Watts reminds you the most of, the mother or the father?
Now, I think the father.
The father. or the
Yeah,
boyfriend.
I mean, he just, yeah, the boyfriend, just because of the devious crap that he's been doing lately.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a fine line there too. Both of them kind of remind me, if you want to really,
Yeah.
she kind of reminds me of Jodi Arias.
That's what I seen. Somebody went live about that earlier. About that,
she kind of.
She looks like her, don't she?
So much neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Jodi
when
Arias
they were
was
asking
evil.
Jodi stuff. Yeah, when they were asking her
Like,
about
were you in Philly?
and she wanted it, and then she said she didn't want to die. And she wanted to help people. She was
near here
in that trial, but
yeah,
she kind of reminded me of her.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just thought I'd call in and give you my 2 cents worth, which it ain't much.
Oh well, I appreciate you calling, and I got the video up.
I think what you said was very interesting.
I did too. I think it's very interesting.
I mean, it's just.
I never even put that in my playbook. That the mother, he might be covering for the mother.
Right.
Yeah,
that was my thought
the
today
way
too.
She was kind of consoling him and petting on him. You're like, it'll be okay, like, and then it should have been the other way around, really, but you would think. But anyway, and then the police said, when they asked them, do you have any more suspects? And they said, no opinion, no comment at this time. So that means
they're investigating somebody.
I think that they're talking about suspects when it comes to him is whoever he's been sharing these little videos with.
Or he may have talked. He might have told that she did it.
And then, they're just trying to put it all together before because they would have already, you think they would already have charged him when they have evidence of him carrying her and putting her in a car.
Yep.
So, yeah, he might be guilty of that and disposing where she went. But is he actually guilty of committing anything?
Exactly.
It's kind of weird. So
it is. Well, he'll throw her under the bus to save his butt for sure.
Oh yeah, because he'll be wanting to make some kind of deal and turn state's evidence because if they've got him on the charges for the videos and the stuff on his phone, he's gonna definitely throw her underneath the bus.
Oh yeah.
Maybe everybody might be surprised when he comes out and if this is the way it would go. Everybody's going to be, because everybody's like, yeah, she's guilty, but we don't know of what, but maybe she's guilty of a whole lot. Because did you see the video of her mom giving her interview?
I did, but I couldn't understand it where it was in Spanish.
Well, they were trying to translate, everything that she said, but the only thing that was really bad is the little girl was terrified to sleep alone, but did that mean she was scared of her or him?
Yeah, he was probably coming in at night, I'd say.
Yeah.
But
then, she might have let it go on till she got jealous because she's older now.
That's the word, jealousy.
Yeah.
Now that she's older, she might have been like, okay, now, if it splits, people split. So maybe.
Or she may have came in and caught them together.
Yeah.
I mean, that Stockholm syndrome, she may have thought of him as a boyfriend. I mean, we've seen celebrities get married to their stepdaughters, grandchildren.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Hopefully the law enforcement will be able to find out. I hope. For sure.
Okay, well, I'm going to jump off here and let you go. I just thought I'd call in and give my 2 cents.
Well, thank you very much for coming.
That was very informative.
I do too. I think it was too.
Because I never really thought of that.
I'll just jump back in the chat and I'll watch the video. So thank you guys.
Thank you. Bye, honey.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Bye. But yes,
I never even thought of that. The mother did it. He disposed of the phone. And you realize he only threw her, let's say they said, how many feet was she from the highway?
60 feet.
Was 20 yards. She was 20 yards from the highway. I go by football feet, yards.
Well, and there was
able to be found right away.
Yeah, there was actually a fence there and a gate, so he'd had to pull it in that driveway, parked his car, and opened that gate and drug her, or he may have even backed up to the site where she was at. I
Well,
should
he had a
have
flat tire, and he had to get her out of the car in case somebody pulled over.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
he just dumped her right there where they
Uh-huh.
could, and he just left her there.
And they
And
probably were watching him closely where he couldn't get out to go back and get her.
probably by then, yes. By
Because
that
they
time.
were watching him like a hawk, especially after they got his phone. They arrested him and he never got a chance to go back.
And the thing is, the word phone. No 13-year-old leaves their phone home. I don't want to hear ADHD crap.
I
I
don't
know
either.
plenty of kids. That's the thing they dwell on the most is their
Even if she
phone.
was being abused, she still would want to be on that phone.
Yeah, all her friends. No, I just can't. I don't buy the she left it at home story. I leave mine at
Exactly.
home because I never use it. I'm not a 13-year-old.
Right,
I'm a
but you know how they fight
62-year-old
on their
who
phone.
doesn't want to be found.
Listen, if you want to make them, if you want to discipline them and make them act right, you take their phones. They cannot stand it.
Yeah, you were saying you do that to Bub and he goes crazy. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll be good, kind of thing.
He rubs my back and everything.
Yeah, I won't make bacon anymore.
He knows how to butter up. He knows.
Yeah, because they want Jenny Moore. Thank you, Spike's World. Spike, do you live in Philadelphia area? Because you know a lot too. I like that. But I never really put that in my thought process that the mother may have done it. And he stepped in to cover for her, thinking she was going to cover for him on the sexual abuse allegations.
Right.
Like they were going to one hand wash the other type thing. And
Hey,
I don't
it
know.
wasn't. I mean, I agree. I 100% agree. I just think I was reading through my comments on
No,
Facebook.
that's fine. No, I was just saying that like he was covering for her and she was covering the essay for him. Like they were
Exactly.
each covering for each other.
Right.
So
And who's
he
to
took the
say?
body for her and
Yep.
disposed of her, but
Mhm.
left her in a place where she could be found. So maybe he can get some dignity with that. Like, well, at least I didn't put her out in the, in the crocodile ponds like
I think he
Brian
lost all
Letourneau did with
chances of
himself.
being.
Was
I
that his
think he
name?
lost any chances of being dignity when he did
Well,
what he did to her.
we know that, but he's not normal, so he
Right.
probably doesn't know that.
Have you got a hold of Dame? Has anybody heard anything from
Oh
Dame?
no, I never got a chance because I had some shit going on here.
I wonder if she's okay.
Oh, she's fine. Like somebody said in the
I'm
chat,
not
and
even
like
paying
Yanni
her.
has said, she disappears for a week or two at a time. I
I
think
know,
it's
but
her
that
work
night she was
schedule.
losing. She was losing her electricity and stuff. I don't know.
That was that windstorm we had up on the East Coast here. A lot of people lost it. It came back on before she was done with us.
I know,
That
but I
night.
ain't heard her or nothing, heard from her or anything. I just wonder if she's
Well,
all right.
see, I think it's common with her.
She works a lot.
Could
She
be her
does.
work schedule. She could be on like a C schedule where she works at night and sleeps during the day.
I think that dream I had about Auntie Sherry was warning.
I
Don't
think that's hilarious. I think it's hilarious.
I can remember just being so. She was giving me such a hard time, and I was trying to give
And I
meds
just
to the
can't
rest of
imagine her
the
doing that.
patients. Not Sherry, not her.
No, she's so well behaved.
I know.
Uh,
And so I don't know why I thought of Auntie Sherry in that dream, but
now Spike is saying those cameras do belong to the Philadelphia Police
hey,
Department.
sunshine. So I don't know. She had control of it because remember she put it on a sign.
Well,
and
they
she,
hacked into them. That's what I was told like 3 months ago. But then I thought, well, no, because they really have control of them. But Spike's saying
Spike
that
said that they hacked into him.
he or she. I don't know, Spike. I don't know if you're a man or a woman, to be honest. The person, Spike, contacted the Philadelphia police, and they do belong to them.
Are they allowed to hack into them?
Well, you can hack into anything. He said, or she, the Spike said that they're trying to get the page shut down.
Why?
Well, if they belong to the city,
I
they don't
know,
want.
but it's bringing awareness
I know,
to.
I know that, but it's showing a lot of crime that they're overlooking.
They
But
are
they're
the
finally starting to dial down more. Like last night, there was a cop car parked in the middle of Allegheny Avenue all night, so nobody would speed up and down. They were all
Oh,
slowing down, and because our police they
Daisy,
say
I
that
walked
they
by
turn,
earlier. Had a photo of the mom's
excuse
car.
me, blind eye to what happens in down there. But
Oh,
now,
look here what
new
Belief said.
mayor.
Belief said, Daisy, I watched Dolly earlier and he had a photo of the mom's car and it was mentioned they found some evidence on her car. Wow.
But if it was like
Check it out.
DNA, of course, mom could say, "Well, of course,
Joy Seeker.
she's my daughter. She drives my car." What does the mother
I wonder
do?
what they found. I wonder what the evidence is. There's a lot of speculation, and I just want to say that it's speculation until we find evidence. Like the mom was bipolar. That's speculating right now. We don't know for sure if she really was, even though there were several people come out and said that she was and she was medicated. We still don't know like
Well, you
100%.
know what to do, Daisy. Look at her eyeballs.
Well, I think
How
it's
big
odd
are
that
their,
they've not
how
charged
big
her.
are her things? Are they pinpoint? Are they real wide? Her eyeballs.
I just think it's odd that they've not charged him yet. Like, why?
Maybe
You know,
he's making some kind of a deal with them right now.
that's what I'm thinking too. He's making a deal with
Oh,
them.
he's working his little magic of, well, I'll do life in prison for getting rid of a body and all that. That's 20, 30, 40 years right there.
Oh
And then
yeah.
sexual, so, all that essaying. So he could be making a little game plan for himself as, don't put me in population, don't, working his lawyers, getting his little bits in of, and then he'll flip for you and tell you everything.
Right.
And then the mother gets arrested. But
I
my
wonder if the
fear
mom
is
was the
this.
one that flipped out. If she was bipolar.
And you people and everybody in the chat, tell me what you think. She's out on freedom right now, and if she has mental illness,
My mom was bipolar, and I seen her
yeah,
go from 0 to 60 within a few seconds.
yeah.
It would
Now,
be
here's what I want to know with
wild.
that. If she is bipolar and
Mhm.
unmedicated, and then medicated, unmedicated, is she going to unalive herself
They need to
before
watch
she
her.
has to face the music?
Exactly. They need to watch
That's
her for
my fear.
sure.
I'm afraid
Right.
we're never going to, if that happens, we'll never get the whole story.
I agree.
And
But
that's my fear, because this mother is playing more than a 60% part in what happened to this poor little girl, because she let it happen.
yeah.
She knew it was happening. And she may have been the person who unalived her.
Right.
My opinions. I don't know how anybody else feels, but they're my opinions. And I just think, and this guy is making his plea bargain right now.
I do
So
too.
he
I
has
think
to
there's going to
either
be
do
something shocking come out of this case.
like the death
For sure.
penalty or life in prison, where he'll have a chance for parole in 40 years, maybe when he'll be 70, 80 years old. I don't even know how old the guy is. That there's a chance for parole, maybe, because he didn't do the unaliving. So he may get a chance for parole if he's
Like
just
where else?
charged with abuse of a corpse, disposal of a corpse, and the SA.
Spike
I
World
don't know. I
said,
don't know what laws are in
Nina,
each state. I don't know what I'm not a lawyer. I just play one on TV.
hey, we can,
I know enough to know, but I don't know enough to
my
say
hair is
whether.
good. She
But
came
I
out and
think
took
he
my
is
mom.
going to throw her
She
under
went.
a bus, a
Hey,
big
welcome.
old bus.
So Saltwater thinks the same thing, that the little girl told Mama and Mama flew mad.
Yep.
Or
Stephen Montgomery is free now. I know, ain't that a
oh, she
shame?
got out.
Yeah, they let her out
Bitch.
on bond. Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
and she's
That's
scared for her life,
biatch.
allegedly. She's scared for her life. So
Oh, poor dear. Let me here's my smallest violin I'm playing for you.
I know.
I don't
Well,
even want to hear it.
a lot of people said there's going to be street justice. I'm not saying they should be or not. I'm just saying, my opinion, I think she'll do herself in with the drugs. I think she'll go back on the drugs
You know
again.
that song, Wait in the
'Cause she
Truck,
was
Lainey Wilson and Hardy?
right. Astrology
That's what's
forensics.
going to happen. I'm going to get justice from under the car seat.
Yeah, I think she'll probably, because she's not allowed to see her kids. I pray that she's not allowed to see her kids. But nowadays, you never know.
That's true, you don't, because they always want to reunite the family. Sometimes reuniting a family is the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, not that monster, honey. Not that one.
I mean, come off it.
She
I know
helped get rid of
people
that
that have
baby.
never been allowed to have kids.
She won't be out till May. Still yet, though, they shouldn't let her out. I think she needs to at least get 15 to 20. At least.
She's not going to do any time for everything she did. And that punk never even stood in front of a courtroom.
And they never even found Harmony. I think she knows where
She
Harmony
knew
is.
everything.
Yeah, she
Carried
knows
that
where
bun,
Harmony is.
and she carried it around with her too.
You know
I
what I
don't
think?
even.
I think she starved Harmony. I think they starved her.
Oh yeah.
And I think that maybe she was already unalived before all that. I think they let her. But
Maybe.
looking at the apartment complex and stuff, um, they were nice. They were nice apartments. Why didn't someone
Yeah.
speak up? You know that people had to come in and out of there and see them in that car and know that they were a bunch of meth heads with babies in that car. Why didn't somebody pick up that damn phone and call the law? I don't get it.
What state was that again?
Massachusetts.
Yeah. Now, if you look up there, it was New Hampshire and Massachusetts. People are where they were. People kind of keep to
I
themselves.
did too, Sandra. That was what we were talking about, Sandra. Do what now? Sorry.
People kind of keep to themselves up that way.
I know, but
Unless you're like in the Boston area around there.
Yeah.
When you go to those outskirts, they're very tiny little towns.
When
And
I think that's May when he does that. When does he go to court for that, Tracy? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
no. I want
I thought it was
exactly,
in
Tracy.
May. I
Don't
want to
let it
see
get
the
involved.
impact statements because Crystal said she's getting he has to be there and she gets to tell him exactly how she feels about him. That's what.
I have sat through victim impact statements when my
Mhm.
girlfriend's son was murdered. Eddie Pollock. Back
Mhm.
in everybody knows that story. It was worldwide news. There's a book written, and that's the hardest thing to
Hey,
listen to.
Frenchie.
The hardest thing to listen to. And they
Mhm.
asked, John, I
I would.
remember when they're getting ready to do it, and he walking around checking on all of us. The father, try not to cry, don't get upset,
Let
don't
me
let
tell
you
you
know. And
something. If
but
it
you
was
can't
my
help but get
child,
upset when you hear.
if it was my child, when Kayla Montgomery walked past me in that
I would have
courtroom,
tripped her.
I would have got up on her. And I'm not encouraging it, but I'm just saying me.
Yeah,
I'm saying me.
it
I
have
would
been
have.
one of my nieces and nephews, or even kids that aren't that I'm close
Mhm.
to that call me in. I would have.
Yeah, I would have
I'd
grabbed
be
her by that
embarrassed.
hair. She would have. I would have took the 30 to 90 days in jail just to be able to rip her hair out. And I
Yeah,
ain't supposed to be promoting.
you
I
know
ain't
what?
trying to, but that may not. I thought it was.
That's the best diet around. 30 to 90 days. Because you ain't
In
gonna eat
jail.
that crap in prison. I'd come
I
out
know,
of there 20 pounds lighter.
but think about that woman and what she did to little Harmony. No, I don't see how Crystal could have sit in that courtroom while she walked past her. I would have been sitting at the end of that damn thing waiting for her to walk past me. I would have, because you seen they had full run of everything there.
Yeah. But
I would have grabbed her. Mm-mm.
the only problem with it
Released in May.
with doing that is it might have made his sentence a
Less.
little
Yeah.
less.
Yeah, that's the sad part
And
of it.
that's
She would have messed up
I
with all the
know
trial.
sitting in a courtroom that it's hard. You have to almost sit on your hands because you try not to show any emotion. You don't want because the jury's right there looking at you. Where we were all sitting because we were
Right.
on the side with the jury and they're all
You
looking
could
at us.
basically
We're trying
add
to
them.
keep it together and not show any emotion because we don't want to flex the jury any. Like,
Right.
oh, they were crying a lot, so we'll do this, or they were looking at the other side real mean, so we'll give them a break. You have to be. I never realized it till I sat through a murder trial how you really have to show no emotion, even if you're just sitting in the stands or the.
Birthday picture she's holding with her hands at the bottom of her stomach. Yeah, we seen that. We seen that. A lot of people thinks it's nerves, but
I think it's both. It's nerves, and then that she was on center stage like that because of that area being his area, so to speak. You know what I mean? Without
yeah.
saying it.
Hey, can I run to the bathroom right quick and you talk to
Yeah,
him until I
sure.
get back? I gotta hang on just a second.
Take your time. Daisy, I remember the news channel. I saw a 7-year-old kid missing in Tennessee. They're doing a trial right now. I'm watching of a little girl, or is it a boy? The mother had to do. Oh, it was a little 5-year-old girl. She was trying to blame the son had unalived her with the gun, a 2-year-old, when she did. What is her name? The trial just ended yesterday. She was just found guilty, but she was near Kingsport, Tennessee. The little girl's name is Destiny. I don't know if anybody else has been watching it. And it just broke my heart because of being near Kingsport. Because the mother was working at the Kingsport or was doing, she had to do a certain amount of hours because she got in trouble for something at the Kingsport, the trash dump and separating boxes or something. And the mother's trying to blame the 2-year-old son for the unaliving of the 5-year-old little girl with the. It's I mean, so contrived, but I don't know if anybody else has been watching that. Yes, Knoxville, Tennessee. No, Knoxville was the other. Yeah, you're right, Knoxville, Tennessee. But she, a couple years before that, she did something near Kingsport, Tennessee, and she was RA'd by a police officer, a prison officer, whatever, at the Kingsport dump, and she had a lawsuit going or something. But wasn't that a horrible thing?
What was
Yes,
it?
she did have blonde hair, Coupon Mama.
Hmm.
Like a big bleach and she was the worst crier I ever saw. Not one tear, but she was sobbing, so to speak. She made Kyle Rittenhouse look like a bad actor. This girl was she got no Academy Award because her eyes weren't even red.
No.
And it was, but that little girl, Destiny, was beautiful. Oh, what a beauty.
That's sad.
And that's a sad story. So we'll find out, I think, in the middle of April, how much time the mother will get. I imagine life. I'm
I
hoping.
wonder when they're going to do the Evelyn Boswell case. That's
I'm
been going
kinda
on
looking
before
forward to
summer.
that. I want to see how that one, because I'm looking to see, because I've seen that family on TV for so many years.
Mm-hmm.
From my big fat Greek, my big fat, what are they? They're
Kingsport. They're from Kingsport.
yeah. No, I'm trying to think what they are. They're gypsies, and they were on that show. My big fat gypsy.
They were on that show?
Oh yeah, I knew. I remember when Evelyn
No,
Boswell. I remember when the mother who unalived her was a little kid.
What?
Yeah, I told you that.
I don't know what.
Look it up, and you'll see. I think her wedding was on there because they have these big outlandish weddings that always end up in a fight.
Wow.
They marry gorgers, which are people like you and me who aren't Romany gypsy. And they're all the husbands and boyfriends have been convicted of crimes because they scam people.
Wow.
They're scammers. That's what they do. They say, "I will do your driveway for such and such," and then they do too much, and then say, "Oh well, need it more, so here's an $2,000 more," without asking. That's why they're always in jail for scamming people.
Damn. I didn't know.
Oh yeah, there's some up here in Philly, but not a whole lot. My
Are
mother
they a
actually,
nationality of people, or they just call themselves gypsies?
they call themselves Romany gypsies from Romania. Now there's the Irish gypsies too. They're called Irish travelers. They don't come to America. They usually stay in Ireland
Wow.
or Scotland or England or Wales or Australia. But yeah, these they all live like in Virginia, Tennessee, the Carolinas.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, my mother, when I guess I was an infant, so she had 3 kids at under 3 at home.
Mm-hmm.
We're like boom, 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 the last 3 of us. And a gypsy came to our door selling linoleum for like $5. My mother bought it. My
Mm-hmm.
dad was pissed because $5 in 1961 was a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
And they put it down in the my bedroom that I share with my sister, a couple of my sisters. The day I moved out of that house, that was still in there. 48 years later, not a scratch or mark on it. That was the best purchase. My dad even finally had to admit years later, you know, Dorothy, that was a pretty good purchase.
Yeah.
It was the best linoleum. It was a rolled out piece,
Jeez.
and it just fit the bedroom almost perfect. My dad had to do some cuts here and there, but and
Wow.
because it was a big bedroom. I mean,
Yeah.
our house had big rooms, and it just so funny that she bought it from a gypsy.
That's crazy.
They used to drive around our neighborhood selling produce.
Reckon it was stole.
Probably. They probably got a bunch of remnant. It was probably a remnant.
They have huge houses and fancy cars.
Oh my God, yes. Yes, but the
They
ones,
know how to hustle then, don't they?
oh, but it's all illegal hustle. They don't
Right.
do anything on the up and up. And their weddings.
They
Oh my
do, don't
God.
they?
You gotta look, you gotta Google them. The gowns they wear, they love the color pink. And the gowns they wear at their
She
weddings,
said her daughter's
which
married
are
to a gypsy.
thousands upon thousands of dollars. And
Hmm.
they are the most ugly things I've ever seen. And they dress like sluts. I have no other word. It's a slut. It's somebody who's working down
Oh my
K&A
God.
on the corner on the weekend trying to make an extra buck. That's what they look like.
Wow.
They are shameful people, but they fight. Oh my God, the families hate each other. They fight.
They fight,
And
don't they? I've heard some of that.
and the
That they
Boswells fight with the Stanleys, and the
uh-huh.
Stanleys and the Boswells are related, but they marry each other like
That's
second cousins.
crazy.
Oh, I'm surprised you don't know this. Oh, you
No.
gotta Google it on YouTube. They have some shows. The Irish ones are okay, but they're not like trouble. It's the
Yeah.
ones that take place here. It's got to be the American one. They're the ones that are trouble. They're bad
Let me see
news.
something. I just noticed, I don't mean to change the subject, but I posted this religious thing about tarot card reading and all that on my Facebook. Why is people getting on there talking about Summer's case, bringing Summer's case up into that? Because this woman
Um,
said, but Daisy Cow, did you welcome Don Wells and his wife that loves each other so well in your life and support them when he told the world he sold his soul to the devil to get high? He never did. See, but why are people? Let me go on her page now and I'll find the devil
we
worship.
we have no clue who sold their soul to the devil. I could have sold my soul for something too.
Let's
We
see.
all in the moment of the heat of the moment have said
Oh,
and
she's a
done
prayer
stupid
gardener.
things.
She's a prayer gardener.
Because you say you sold your soul
That's
doesn't mean you
why she said
actually have.
that. She's a
I
PGer.
mean, we all say dumb things in the heat of the moment.
Why add somebody on Facebook if you don't like them?
I have no clue because they like to troll.
Oh, I know who she is too. She is.
Probably a gypsy Romany. She's probably going to come to your
Let's
house with
post some
some
pictures.
linoleum.
I mean, why add me on Facebook as a friend if you don't like somebody? That's
Exactly, Debbie Nielsen. Block them. That's the
This
beauty of
one
that
woman
button.
on here, this one woman was going on about it too, and I got to looking, and she had a freaking pendulum cup. A demon. I was like, "You're a devil worshiper. No wonder you're on here getting mad over this."
Well, that doesn't mean you worship them because if you actually saw, I have a bunch of coins from every year
No, I
from my
never said it.
sobriety,
I agree, Dee Dee.
and it's that sign that they use. It's the same sign they
It was
use for
with
the
devil
AA
worshiping
coin
stuff.
and the NA coin.
It was It was with the devil worshiping stuff.
Well,
And I was like, I'm gonna just block her because I don't need nobody on my
no,
page.
you block those people.
Yeah,
You
I'm gonna
don't.
block her
Yeah, you just go through and
because
block,
she's
block, 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 or you don't
a
accept their friendship.
a
That's what I
majority of
do.
people that follow Prayer Garden, and I'm not saying all of them, are pretty evil folks. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it.
You stick with it. I think they're very sad people. Like here, we could talk about anything, right, people?
Yeah. Yeah.
We bring up different subjects, different things, different
Yeah.
linoleum, big fat
Yeah.
gypsies, everything. And over there, if you're not swearing every 3 minutes, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
the
surprised.
language. And then I just cringe and I say, how does she stay on YouTube without being struck? And then you get in trouble and demonetized for showing one like 20 seconds of something.
I don't get it.
I don't understand it. Is it because she's behind a church
I don't know.
and she's a bully? I'm sorry, people. I shouldn't be going off on this. I'm sorry. I'm going to back out because I could spend
Okay.
hours on this. Because I'm just going to go with this:
Mhm.
her grammar. When
Correct.
something is written,
Broken from
it's
a
not
true
wrote.
teacher.
They wrote that down. No, they've written that down. And there was a few the other night that had me where I broke out in a rash and I had
I
to
seen
leave
that, my 3 sons.
because they have me blocked anyway. I can type
Yeah.
on there, but I know they're not seeing it.
I wish there was one live stream where my name wasn't brought up in it.
Exactly. And you
I don't ever say nothing.
haven't discussed anything about that little girl. Nothing. And boom, she had to bring you in and your sister.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, where did they come from? I
I
mean,
know.
whether I agree with anything on that situation,
I
I would
know.
never, I don't understand people. And then say,
Yeah.
oh, well, you go to church, you should do this, kneel at the hands of God. No, God wants you to come to Him with sin and ask forgiveness.
Yeah.
God doesn't want you coming to Him thinking you are better than anybody else. And your
Right.
judgment is the only judgment. No, His judgment is. We are the pawns. He's the
I
king.
know.
He makes
And
the
I
judgment.
believe he's coming soon, I believe. That's my opinion.
I don't think so.
You
I
don't
don't think
think
he
so?
wants us yet. He don't
Well,
want
do
this.
you know that
He don't want this mess up there.
you know there's red heifers in Israel right now waiting to be sacrificed for the third temple?
No.
Perfect red heifers. Yeah. I'll bring it up.
But that actually sounds like it would be a good meal, though.
I know, but they came from Texas.
That would be tasty with a good baked potato.
But remember what Jesus said when the third temple's built.
Oh yeah.
Let me see.
What did we read tonight?
Unbellished red heifers for temple ceremony soon to come. There's a video on it here. I'm not going to show it, but they actually do have red heifers in
I'm gonna have
Jerusalem
to talk to a few of my friends because, like I've
waiting.
told you before, my high school is basically a Jewish high school, and I'm very
Mhm.
close with probably 300 of my friends on Facebook are from high school, and
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to go on the school page and ask them what they think of it.
Right here it is.
Wow.
Prophetic anticipation builds unblemished red heifers for the temple ceremony soon to come. And they've even
Is
got
this
like
for
an altar
Passover? That they're taking the blood for Passover?
for sacrifice, like you know how they used to do in the
Yeah,
temple.
sacrificial lamb.
Yeah. Well, they
But
have them, and
are
they're
they
trying to get
are
the.
they doing it to have the blood because Passover starts when April 22nd?
I ain't sure. I know
So
they're
I'm
trying to get
wondering if they're
the
doing it for Passover.
temple built. I know that. So
You know, there's probably more Christian churches there than there are
I know.
synagogues.
I know. There's the purified red heifers that they
They
got.
look like twins.
They got like 4 of them, I think. 4 red
But
heifers.
I'm wondering if they're going to reenact the Passover. Is that?
I don't know what they got planned.
I'm going to
but
have
it's
to talk to
biblical.
some of my friends who are more religious, and some of them are just Jewish. And then I have other
Mhm.
friends who are Sephardic Jew or Hasidic,
In my
and
post.
that still they do Shabbat and all that.
Miss Daisy, no matter how your name is mentioned, it's bringing attention your way. No people will want to check you out, but everyone likes her vocabulary. That's true, they do.
Oh, that vocabulary. Oh my goodness.
But there
I
is
want
another
hard to
rabbit
touch.
hole.
Doesn't it make you just like, and I don't know if it's me being a former teacher. I know I'm not always grammatically on point, but I mean, she makes up words, makes them up. We call that phonetic spelling with
I believe it
second
too,
graders and
Denise.
first graders.
Well,
I
did
mean,
you? I know you don't like to go down rabbit holes. Um,
I go down music rabbit holes.
well, let me tell you a boxing rabbit hole. So there's a boxer now out. His name is Ryan Garcia, and even Ryan Upchurch spoke about this. He says that he was taken to Bohemia Grove and witnessed horrible things with children that they forced him to do. A lot of the Hollywood elites, and since he's come out, he's a Christian, and he's exposed it. They've took it and stripped him of everything, and now they're alleged he's come forward, made him put a crucifix on his head, and he's come forward and saying he's no longer going to speak about it because his family is getting threatened.
Is that the one with the? I don't know if it's his daughter or a sister who seems to be special education.
No, he's a boxer. I
Yeah,
posted him
but
on my.
he had a little girl with him in a picture I saw.
I don't know. He said that he was essayed when he was 2 years old. This
Well,
is him here.
he's not an American boxer, if I recall. He's a
Ryan
Latin
Garcia,
American.
Latin American. Yeah, I'm gonna pull him up. And so he said that it was horrible the things he witnessed, and it's all over the talk right now. It's a big thing. Even like I said, Ryan
Oh,
Upchurch came out and
what
spoke
a
about it
nice
today.
body.
Yeah, they want to. Yeah. So he's a boss. He said that. Well, I heard some of the stuff that he said, but he said they forced him to watch it, and he
Watch it
exposed it
on tape or watch
in
it.
person. They brought him there in person, and he says he's got proof. And there
Who are
is
the
some
people?
video. Elites. He said the rich elites.
Well,
I don't think he's
anybody
naming
could be an elite.
specific.
I want to know who the elitists
Well, you
are.
you know who goes to the Bohemian Groves. The presidents and all of them's been there. George Bush, Nixon, Reagan, all of them go there and meet. And you know who they worship? The
Oh,
Moloch.
the restaurant?
No,
What place did you say again?
Bohemian Grove. Let me pull it up. It's
I
a
don't even
secret
know what that
place.
is.
It's a secret place that all the celebrities go to. And I hope I don't get in trouble because a lot of places has been. This is the place where all these celebrities go to. Hang on. Let me pull it.
Bohemian
It's a
Grove.
secret. Only the rich and the famous goes here, and they worship this owl. And they alleged sacrifice children to this Moloch. This is an ancient god called Moloch, and the presidents and all has been seen. They go here. They've all been seen their secret parties. And he said, I don't even want to say what he said they did there. It's a secret society of the high up Masons. Yes,
Well,
it's presidents and all them go there. So, yeah,
I'll
we
leave
got
my mind open to it, but
Daisy studied a while back. It's scary. Well, he said they took him there, and what he witnessed was horrific. And now he's being blackballed because he's come out and exposed them. And even Ryan Upchurch, I posted it on my community post. Ryan Upchurch commenting on it too, and a lot of celebrities is be like he's telling the truth. he's a Christian man, and he said he's not going to stand. He said he didn't care if they killed him or not. He was not going to stand for what they did to those children. Allegedly. I got to put it there.
I'm going to look it up.
But this is the ancient Moloch owl that they worshiped. Back, and it goes all the way back into history of the Old Testament. You remember Baal, the Baal god that they sent their children through the fire?
Mm-hmm.
Look it up. His name's Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to look it up tonight.
I'm kind of afraid they saying a lot of
Yeah,
things are
better take it down so you don't get in trouble.
take it down because of
I've never been down that rabbit hole because I usually
that
don't
is a rabbit hole.
The rabbit holes I go down are usually music.
It's a big talk one. It's all over the talk.
I mean, if it's all over them, I'm going to look. But
yeah.
see, I don't have
Nixon, Reagan, all of them are
one
supposed to
app I don't use. I'll use Instagram, Twitter. I'm barely ever on Twitter anymore, though.
Yeah.
And, this.
It's all over the top.
Use the other one, and I think it actually should be done away with because I seen how kids are with it. And
it's
I don't
not
think
just celebrities, it's
the way they are on that. I don't want to sound like an old fogey, like, kids. No, they don't belong on the talk. That's something.
No, little kids don't. I
don't think teenagers do either. I think it does more damage than good.
I know, Carice. I like owls too, but
why do you ruin everything?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, all right, Therese.
This has been happening for years. Before I was born, they were going to Bohemian Grove. This has been
I do remember. Whose funeral was it? Was it Bush Sr.? Where they all got a letter.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that? All the presidents got a letter
during Obama or during the election of Trump.
No, Trump was already president. It was at George Bush HW's funeral.
Daisy, that's Scary Daisy. There was one here in Australia years ago. An actor was named in it. I can't share the link if you want to watch it. One of the girls survived to talk. I'm kind of afraid to bring it out here on the streets because of they saying they're being censored everywhere, and I'm already on the sheet list. I don't want to be further on the sheet list, so I'm just briefly scanning over it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look. I'll look into that. I will.
Stephanie Clay, Muncie, Indiana. I never edited. Oh, they must be talking about something else. But yeah, I know that. I definitely know that Reagan and both the Bushes went there because there's pictures of them there. But it's supposed to be just a hangout for all government officials to get together and spend.
But I'm wondering now if that's what those letters were about at that funeral, because all the presidents turned white. Even Obama did when they pulled those letters out of that booklet.
I know.
And
we're being very
and nobody ever said what they actually were about. And I don't remember whose funeral it was. I'm thinking George H.W.
It might have been because them two
It was George H.W. because George Jr., he got one. And the only person who didn't was Trump because he was still president.
Yeah.
And he was looking around like he was pissed he didn't get one. Like,
I remember something like that. Daisy, what about the place in California where the celebrities go? I saw protests out there talking about them hurting. I think that's the place, Bohemian Grove, especially since Ryan Garcia.
Do they have any connection with Scientology?
I don't know.
Because
that's weird. That's a weird
what that's all about. It's I know what it's about, but I'm just like what draws people. But then again, they know to pick people almost like all cults do, people that don't have anybody, that
Yeah.
have no
Yes.
they bring them in.
Mm-hmm.
Like they know who to bring in. That amazes me. Like any other church, they just accept whoever comes. Like my church, I'm sitting
Exactly.
around in there tonight at mass before mass started because I get there like 20 minutes early. I was going to go to confession, but I didn't.
Mhm.
And I was with my girlfriend and her husband, and she and I have been friends since first grade. And I'm just looking around at people and wondering, about certain things. Like I saw a kid that I taught who now has 4 kids, and talking to him, and oh my God, Miss McNichol, I haven't seen you in so long. Blah 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 blah, and thinking we all come here for the same thing, but how many of us really do know each other?
Right.
I mean, I've worshipped here for 62 years.
Yeah.
I was baptized at that baptismal font. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I know a lot of these people. Church was packed, but do we really know each other, and do we really know our faith the way a lot of now people say Catholicism is a cult? I don't think it is, because you can walk away at any time.
Oh yeah. I
And
think
they
so.
don't even know you did. They have no
My
clue.
I know
There's
my
so
grandma
many of
went to
us.
heaven. My
But
grandma went to
some
heaven.
people think, oh, you're a Catholic, you're a cult, or I'm not a Christian, which I can't get over that one because my faith
It's
is built
because
on
they don't
Christianity.
understand. They don't understand.
And people say, well, I'm a Christian. I say, well, I am too. I'm a Catholic. Oh, no, I'm a Christian. Well, what do you think I believe in? Christ. That's what my church is based off of. Christ, God, the Holy Spirit, the Holy Trinity. Like most.
Lee Remini from Kings of Queens talked lengthily about her involvement in Scientology. They put her through some bad stuff. Might be on Netflix. Yeah, they did that
Yeah, I do follow that.
because she's asking where that woman is. Like one of
Yeah,
the head guys from
Snap
there,
Singer or something.
his wife is
Savage.
gone. Like they can't find her.
Yeah, that's what I got to pull myself back to where I was going with this.
Oh,
Like Scientology, they literally know everybody sitting in that church and how much they
mhm,
make a year, what somebody in that church knows your personal life. I'm looking
mhm.
around the church and I going, oh, I don't recognize them. They must be new, or oh, it's good to see new young families come, and oh, I didn't know they had another baby. Where if you go into Scientology, they know like when you had sex to make that baby. Where us, you just show up with a baby and they go, oh, I didn't know she was pregnant. In the winter, you don't see people without their coats on in the church. And even though the heat's on, it's still cold. So that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like Scientology knows every move you make. And I learned a lot of that from Leah Remini. That girl knows her stuff when it comes to, I'm
Scientology.
not going to say throwing people under a bus because she's telling the truth. And
Who is Drake Bell?
there's no religion in it.
Hmm.
Catholicism is Christian denomination. What they talk
Mhm.
about, what they are talking about. You're a Christian, people are wild. Yes, Missy, but you'd be surprised how many people say to me, well, I'm a Christian. I'll say, well, so am I. I'm a Catholic. Oh, no, I'm a Christian. And they really put that emphasis, like, oh no, like I belong to some cult or something. And I know,
I can tell you right now, my grandmother and my whole family in Michigan are Catholic. And I know my grandma was on her knees every night praying to Jesus. And I know my grandma was a Christian, and I know she's in heaven right now.
yeah, I'm that's same with my parents, same with my brother, same with my grandparents, my aunts, uncles, cousins,
Yeah.
friends. I
And
mean,
we're not really supposed to bash other religions that
no,
worship God.
but
We're all under God.
I don't
We
consider
love God and Jesus.
Scientology a religion though, because they
No,
don't
no,
discuss
that's not
God.
even got nothing to do with God. It's
I
got to
don't
do
even
with
know
them
how they get a write-off
being
as a church.
their own God. I think,
Yeah, they made up some scientific God. And to
right?
me, kind of I'm going to put this on the same plane, and I'm going to
Mhm.
get some hate for this one because I think most of you know where I'm going with it. Mormons. The
I don't
God
know
they
how I feel
believe in
about them.
does not exist. That was
Yeah,
all
it's
made up
different.
from a man who was a very well-known drug abuser, Joseph Smith, and
Right,
he
Debbie.
suddenly found a book in upstate New York, and everything in the book was about him and his wife Sarah. I just don't understand how people could believe that. But
Yeah,
on the other hand, look how their families are really beautiful families.
they are, but I
Families.
don't know. I'm
But
going to stick to being a Jesus lover, and that's it.
well, they love Jesus, but they love this Book of Mormon too. And I don't understand where you could say
You
that
don't worship
and that
nobody but
that
Jesus.
you can put that with the Bible.
Right.
It was not even written by God. It
Right.
wasn't written by Jesus, wasn't written by an apostle.
No.
It's not an epistle. It's not
Yeah.
a gospel or anything. I don't
Yeah.
know. I I can't with a good conscience say that there's not something a little off about that. And I do follow a lot of former Mormons who say that their religion's a little strange.
I reckon Satan's after me again. Let me
Why?
see. Somebody just texted me and said, "Oh my God, Satan's at it again." Are they
Yeah, I
talking
do
about
love the
me?
Holy Trinity, Debbie. I love the Holy Trinity. And
Let's
every
see what
time
she's
I go to
saying about
church,
me.
we pray to the Holy Trinity during the Apostles'
Satan's
Creed.
after me again.
God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit.
I have not said nothing about that devil woman.
Yeah, my three sons. Joseph Smith talked to rocks in a hat. Hey, tell me that ain't weird? Come on. Come on. It's weird. And I'm sorry if anybody's Mormon. I really apologize. But I just think it's a little weird. He was tripping on magic mushrooms. He was a known abuser of things. And he also loved little girls. We'll leave it at that. He loved little girls, and he told his wife Sarah in that little book that he found that he was supposed to have all these wives. The more wives you have, the more you closer you are to heaven. The FLDS. Now I know that's the fundamentalists, and they're really not around anymore. But well, they're around more than we know it. But it's not to show sister wives. He just that their son just unalived himself. Of Daisy disappeared.
I'm
But
with the devil.
I asked more than once to be baptized, and no one wants to baptize me. I'll baptize you. I I could do it. Come on over. Stop by my house. Come all the way over across country. Stop by, and I'll dump some water on you. I got some holy water from Knock in Ireland, from Our Lady of Knock, where they say Our Lady appeared to a few children, and she always appears to children. You know why? Children have the purest souls. They're more accepting. Yeah, but Gail, well, I'll meet you halfway. That's what we'll do. I'm going to baptize my husband in the bathtub. Can't 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 you go to a church and be baptized? Like whatever faith you're choosing? I don't know why they wouldn't baptize you. I am a Christian. I think. Yeah, because we sing the song, they'll know we are Christians by our love, by our love. So we know we're Christians by our love. Thanks, everyone. Please, if you have, hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button.
Why listen, why is she's over there calling me 2-ton Daisy?
Who?
Who do you think?
The grammar queen's up? I thought she didn't go up because it's the Sabbath. It's the Sabbath.
She don't care.
Oh, that's what you
It ain't
does
the Sabbath for
Friday
the
nights.
devil. It ain't the
Oh
Sabbath
God!
for the devil.
You know what? I want to know what she looks like. I really do.
I can show you right now.
I
Baby.
know. I know the picture that you're speaking of, right, KM? But if that's really her, she has no right to talk about anybody. And let her say something about me. Oh, I would love it. I'd love it. She thinks she was raised in the hood. Nah.
What I want to know is why did she come? When Jinky says something about her, she comes after me.
Because she's probably afraid Jinkies really will find her.
Yeah.
And you really probably wouldn't do it because Jinkies is a little more like ballsier. Like, and she's just evil.
The stuff that's coming out of her
Sunday
mouth.
morning prayer garden. Shouldn't you be doing Sunday things like working on
Like,
your
really?
grammar? I before E, except after C, something something instead of neighbor and way. Oh,
my
just
God.
if she homeschools her children.
No,
Or
she
whatever they are, grandchildren.
No, she don't. That's
Well, she says she does, and if she is, God, I want to grade one of their English papers.
I don't get why YouTube lets.
I want to grade. I want to give her. Remember that show? Say you think you're smarter than the fifth grader. I want to give her a fifth grade grammar test. I wonder if she knows the there, and there, 2, 2, and 2, where.
Oh my God!
What'd
Oh
she
my
say?
God! It's horrible, just like it was the other night. It's horrible. Wow.
There's a Methodist church right on my corner up the next block. Fox Chase United Methodist.
Oh my God.
She really needs some help.
Awful.
First of all, she is so overly obsessed with this child. And I know we all are, and we all want her found. I pray for her constantly. Every time I think of her, a prayer goes up. And we all want that. But she's to a point where each night it's something different of whose fault it is and who's this. And she found this new info that isn't new info. She's just regurgitating the same thing every few weeks. She's just mixing it up a little.
I'll be right back.
Go ahead. Gail, I'm sure you can be baptized anywhere. Nobody will baptize you. That's so wrong. That's just so wrong. My 3 sons, I am too. She really is not a kind woman. And then one night she'll start out with, I'm not going to be that anymore. Then the next night it's F this, F that. Suck this, bite that. Oh, God. If they would let me open up my true self on her page without getting Daisy thrown off or anybody thrown off or myself thrown off because I'll get the steel toe boot. I have so much to say to her. So much to say in so little time. She really is pure ignorance.
She is horrible tonight, y'all. I ain't even gonna play it.
She using that vulgarity again and
It's beyond
those great words
vulgarity.
that we should all use on Sundays, let alone any day.
It
But
don't do no good. They ain't gonna do nothing about it, but
how I don't understand. They took
I
away your
don't either.
channel for putting
The
up
stuff that's
stuff
being
on-
said is absolutely crazy.
I mean, and then I'm sorry that Clutchy Pearl guy, he goes right along with it.
Well,
And
he's
he
been
tries to
backing
be
off a
a
little bit.
father of little children.
I don't know. He's been backing off a little bit. I've not seen him over there a
He
lot
was
here
there the
lately.
other night.
Oh,
And
was
that's
he?
Justin Clutching Pearls, right?
I guess.
That's justice for you or for all or for. He was there the other night when she was using such great
Oh
language.
my God.
Such great language. Language that,
Um,
gee, I hope my.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this live because I may start another one.
Yeah, I gotta go get my jammies on. Thanks for letting me come up, people. I know I broke into the middle of something, but I wanted to get
I
that.
want to clip some of this too because there'll be a dirty delete. So
Okay.
I think I'm
And
gonna go ahead and end this for
everybody,
tonight.
I'll probably see if you come back up. I'll probably
If you
be
see
in
me,
the,
it'll be after a
I'll be in
while.
the bushes. I'll be in the bushes somewhere.
You're good. I love you, Marita.
I love you too, Daisy. I love everybody in the chat. And Gail,
I'm not
I'll be
going
praying
there.
for you that you find somebody who will dunk you in the water because I'll dunk you and hold you under for
Yeah,
like
you
5
can do
minutes.
your own baptism at home.
You know, you can do that.
You can use olive oil to do it, or you can actually put yourself in a bathtub.
I actually have chrism
Yeah.
in a cross, a crucifix that from when my father had his heart attack when I was his first heart attack when I was in first grade or second grade, and they used to come every week to give him Eucharist, and the cross slid open and candles went in it, and then healing chrism, and I still had the cotton ball with it on there in the cross, mother of pearl. It's beautiful, and I wish Gail lived closer. I would take her over to my church. I would take her to any church around here. I got everything. I even have a Kingdom Hall. Could go over there. Somebody. I just can't believe nobody will baptize you. That's wrong. But peace out, everyone. Good night. Peace, love, and Bobby Sherman.
Peace out. Love you for coming up. Come back and
Thank
see
you
us
for letting
again.
me come up. And
Oh, you're welcome.
everybody, keep a good faith.
Don't
And
go to the dark side. Don't go to the dark
yeah,
side.
don't go to the dark side, but I am going to look that up again. What's it called again?
Bohemian Grove.
Bohemian. I'll remember it now because I'll think of Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. And don't forget to move your clocks up tonight, okay, everyone?
Yeah, that sounds
We
great.
can. I don't know if you guys do it or not. Do you guys? Not everybody does the clock thing, but if you do it, don't forget more daylight, more sun. It's going up to 70 next week. Spring's around the corner. God bless everyone.
Oh, he's getting big bad. It's bad, y'all. He's going hard at Jinky. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna get off here. I got some recording to do. I love y'all. Y'all stay prayed up. I might come back after a while. Then again, I may not. I don't want to mix drama in with this little girl's case. I love you guys. Y'all stay prayed up. You stay good on these YouTube streets. Don't let Daisy go to the dark side. Don't let Daisy go to the dark side. You guys, y'all stay prayed up. Stay good. I'll see you guys Monday. Stay tuned. I might do a live stream actually on my other channel. I made a cute little bunny But you guys, I love y'all. Y'all stay good. Come out all crazy. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Hold me close till I get up.